So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the money nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
Your lunch should be different than what mine would be.
No.
Welcome back
She was on the
to the Two Beerded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
With us today, my brother,
Brett.
well, that was boring. And behind the camera, the one, the only, you love that you can't see him.
Oscar Matt.
He needs to remove that hat. But other than that,
That's a hat.
that's a fucking Bungles hat, man.
Call me on-screen Brett.
I don't think
I am
you're,
always off-screen.
in the room to talk about any kind of hats over there, 10-gallon head.
Oh, you mean I'm looking good. Although Brett's rocking a 20-year-old Brew U.
Yes.
Why not?
I mean,
I didn't even know that thing you still owned it. How is it still together?
it's a good question. It's got a good smoker's hole right there. We got some missing pegs, and we definitely got some stains. It used to be white.
Not asking.
Yeah.
I get it. We
So
got.
does the hat.
It would still be white.
I hope we have a good beer lineup. We have some big time names.
We do.
But you know, we got Listerman, we got Anchorage, we got Adroit, we got Energy City, Revision, Humble Forager. We got some decent names out there today. So we'll see how this works out. Matt, we always start off with you. What's your anticipated beer?
Since we don't really have too much that we haven't had from companies before, I'm going to stick with the standard and go stout. I'm looking forward to the revision, especially since that's their base one. We've had some different
Their
variants.
base barrel aged.
Yeah, I think we have some different towels on that. Let's try the original.
All right.
That felt good.
I heard that.
I did too.
I'm not sure I can move back.
Reverberated.
I'm not sure I can move back at the moment, but
Want some help? I've always been looking.
fuck you. What beer are you looking forward to?
You know what? It is that time of season. It's always lager season. And it's a Droid Theory. Little apprehensive because it's the Orlando location brewing it. And that's not been as great.
As consistent?
As consistent. But that's a Hellas lager. Beautiful label. I'm ready for it.
The thrash metal.
Oh, yeah.
Brett. Hold on. Brett.
Yeah, you know what? Brett. I'm on-screen Brett because I comment all the time and I've never been on.
What are you anticipating?
Because the label horse side of me wants to go with the thrash metal, but I'm going to go with the Thor's Equinox part of it. I think because it's.
Everybody always it's always like either you or the guest. It's almost always the guest. Always chooses the one I want to choose.
Yeah.
No, it's also the only brewery on the board that I don't think we've ever had. So, yeah, I'm excited to try that.
That is one I grabbed from the grocery store. The Myers grocery store, but
when did they add an S? Is that a West Coast thing?
So actually, it's Fred Meyer's is the grocery store.
Like out there specifically, or all of them?
Yes, owned by Myers Jewelers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that is their grocery store.
All right, I was getting ready to say, because I don't remember them having an S at the end of that.
Nope, it's Fred Meyer's.
Sounds like, God damn it.
So, wait, they're like, you know what? We got this jewelry game down. Let's get into groceries.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
That's like one of the weirdest.
And there's a jewelry store in the grocery store. Like where the flower department would normally be, it's a jewelry store.
Hey, you can get your engagement rings and your
Yeah,
OJ at the same
we
time.
don't have like a like for mind blown button.
That's
like,
for when you screwed up.
Yeah.
They got that set up for the guy that screws up on the West Coast. One-stop shopping. Flowers, jewelry, and whatever her favorite food is.
Yep.
That's a Valentine's Day to save your
Mimosas, whatever you need.
Yeah, you do just fine. That's how you save your ass on Valentine's Day right there.
We go to Fred Meyer's.
Anniversaries, birthdays. You could. Oh shit! How am I gonna get all this? Fred Meyer's.
Fred Meyer's.
Everything's covered. Man, they got that shit. Damn, he's smarter than I am. That's for sure.
I'm living.
Well, welcome back, guys. It's gonna be a great episode. We think.
Nope.
We also will have some story times a little bit about the event we went to. It was a blast. Met some new friends.
Met some new friends. Awesome people. I feel like tonight's show is going to be good, mostly because if you like making fun of Tyler,
Oh, this
I
should
think
be
it's
on
going to be
point.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, having my brother here, I'm real thrilled.
Yes.
Anyway, behind the camera, Matt, what do you got for us?
Carries on, says he's sorry he's going to have to bounce tonight because it is Bunny's birthday. Happy birthday, Bunny.
He has to bounce.
Mouthfeel.
He has to bounce for Bunny's birthday.
My most anticipated thing is the mouthfeel on the Thors.
That's Carrie's too, actually. So
I see what you did there.
And we got Sherry Danner. Hello, guys.
I knew that was coming.
Look at my handsome sons. Aw.
Hi, Mom.
And we've also got J Davis
Mom.
765. Says, hey, gang.
What's up, Jared? At least I'd assume that's who it is.
Yeah.
J
Makes
Davis
sense.
765. That kind of makes sense.
Definitely on the Twitch.
Oh yeah, then it's
Twitch?
definitely Jared.
Yeah.
A Twitch person.
You know what we didn't grab?
Glasses.
We have no glasses.
Brett, glasses.
Brett.
If only they're so close we could spin around and get them.
He's in the spinning chair,
Again, but your ass is in the way.
and it's a great ass.
He says, hey, yep. So,
Hey, yup. Well, you can tell the inner child of Brett grabbing all.
And you know the rule though.
Yeah, we need a handle for Matt.
Nice.
oh, Russell just jumped on too.
We
Said-
need a different glass. We can't have two of the same.
I know.
He said, "Oh shit, the Outlaw Tanner Outlaw Tanner IPA, bringing the
There we
black
go.
hat." He probably meant Danner.
Yeah.
T Danner. Huh?
I'm doing Chewbacca this time.
Black. All right, that's fair.
So fuck you.
And
Russell missed. That means Russell missed our whole Fred Myers.
Sherry
conversation.
points out that Brett might look younger on screen than Tyler.
Hold on, let me fix that. Not anymore. I can
Yes,
fix that real quick.
And the camera adds 20 pounds too.
I'm
Well,
the
I'm
silver fox.
screwed. Woo.
Nah, Jay Davis says excited for the Listerman and the Anchorage, as are we, good sir. Russell says, yeah, fuck autocorrect. Tanner, yeah, I just. I mean, it happens, buddy. We get it. I mean, it's no in the can or Danner, but you know, it's up there.
In the canner danner. Good lord. Can always count on Russell
Thanks for that one, Barton.
for clever names, but Barton's was in the canner danner.
Here's what's going to be funny, Matt, is if my kids or if my wife is watching, they'll probably be watching under my login. So if you get a comment from me on the screen, it's probably my wife.
Or that will support the theory that there is more than one of you.
No, there's not.
Oh, if there was, I'm sorry.
4 very different glass sizes.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun today.
I just picked them.
Aren't two of them the same?
No.
Oh, what?
No, we would switch it up. Can't have two of the same.
Two of them are
One's G.I. Joe and one's from
oh,
He-Man.
I mean, like size-wise though, they're the same.
No.
Oh, they're different. Oh,
No.
I thought you used the same glasses every time. Nope, apparently
It's
not.
always 6 inches.
I get it.
Check out that label art.
Alright, so this is Thrash Metal by Adroit Theory. It is a Hellas Lager coming in at 4.8%.
Woo! Crazy. Pedal to the floor to start off.
I just like the fact that they put the damn shit on big enough I could read it from over here.
That's old man stuff right there.
Tyler likes them big.
I like them big. I like them chunky. Moto.
Yeah.
Is that a Motorola commercial at the end?
Nope.
Moto, baby.
Madagascar.
Oh. Yeah, I knew that. I was just making sure you did.
What is ABB on this again?
4.8.
Light. Not as sweet as a lot of Hellas's.
Yeah.
It's kind of throwing me off. It almost has a metallic kind of tart taste to it.
Yeah.
It sadly doesn't.
There's something that is, yeah.
There's something off.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm feeling. Sadly, it doesn't surprise me out of the Florida location.
It's sad though.
Consistency out of there hasn't been the best.
I think it's more of like a can smell than an off taste on my maybe because I have this
Metallic.
gigantic vacuum of a glass, but you know you really get your nose in there, you kind of funnel it up, you much like a tornado of some sort, you could say.
What were you saying? What are you referring to? Are you referring to Twister, tonight's drunken movie review?
Could be Tyler. And actually, go ahead and shoot out Russell's second, the Outlaw Danner Wales. Much better.
There you
You get
go.
it?
Let's go with take two there, Russ.
Going with the Outlaw Josie Wells reference. I'll take it.
I'm just disappointed in this one.
I am too. Hellas is both John and I's like one of our top styles, and
It's 'tis the season. It's crisp. It's refreshing. Well carbed. Color's nice.
something wrong with it.
But yeah, there's a little bit of that. You said it says metallic and
I
a
get
little
it in
bit,
the aftertaste.
not sour per se, but just
Yeah, it's why I called it tart.
I feel like it's more an aftertaste for me. I don't know. It's like it sits like you said. That's why I asked the ABB because it was smoother, lighter.
Potential question here that might make some sense. Gonna throw a dart aboard here. But since Adroit is not normally located in Florida, but this is brewed in Florida, and we have learned and know, thanks to water performance technology and our drinking experience, that water's not the same from different locations. Do you think perhaps that could factor into the second location maybe being a little hit or miss? Or maybe just poor quality control?
As big as Adroit has become, my guess is their water is essentially the same at both locations.
Fair enough.
I would guess different. But
See, I would bet they have their RO set up and then take everything out and then add back in what they want. Would be my guess.
That's why the big shows do it. But other places, if you got the working with water you want to start with, then you really don't mess with
I was
it
gonna say
either.
I would almost guess kind of.
Now,
I would like to know. I would like to know if they use RO at their original facility.
It tastes to me like they're like somebody like if I have a water softener, it tastes like almost like my softener salts out.
I was gonna say it's a little more like well watery, like
Yeah.
hence my one. Like I don't know that Florida's a
now
high.
I have noticed it doesn't appear like they have the same, like, if one's brewing the Hellas, the other one isn't. So
Right,
it is
that I
possible
don't-
that it is separate waters, that they don't RO it because, I mean, if you're going to brew different beers at different places, it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about someone having one from each location.
Because you don't. Not every RO is expensive, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
you don't have, and if you can make good beer and your water is what you want, then there's no need to RO.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if they're not ROing, maybe they should in Florida because I haven't been pleased with their beers
Yeah,
much.
I've not been either.
And it sucks because it's one of our favorite breweries.
Yep.
For the novice in the class, RO.
Reverse osmosis. It's a form of water treatment.
Brett's like, calling me.
So if I were to use tap water to brew at my house,
Okay.
it's going to be very. Just hard water, like
Okay.
a lot of lime and stuff in it, right?
Especially here in Indiana.
And
Yep.
depending on the type of beer you're brewing, that can affect it one way or the other. So like stouts don't really care about the hardness of the water. IPAs do.
Okay.
Things like that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Breweries, a lot of times breweries that do mostly stout focused, they don't usually spend as much money on their water systems because that's one of the reasons they go stout focused is
Yeah.
you don't have.
Yeah, my industry use acronyms all day, but like I get into a point where I'm like,
Yep.
Same.
That's a good question.
No, yeah, we get a little like kind of jaded to the vernacular
like,
around here. We're like, oh, everyone knows what RO is, right?
somebody sitting on the opposite side of the table from me is like, what'd you just say? I got it.
All right,
And
so
Andrew Thomas Wilkes just jumped on and kind of chimes in. Yeah, water chemistry does have a lot to do with beer quality. And yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
just a reminder.
Hello, Andrew.
Andrew.
Just a reminder, guys, we do our system, 3 being a perfectly average beer. Above 3 is above average. We do it from 0 or from 0.25 to 5 in quarter increments.
I just start
so-
doing it on the Fast and Furious scale, like 0 to 60.
So 4
All
higher.
about family, baby.
Jesus Christ. 4 higher is that Seek Out beer. We really liked it. You get the 4.75s and 5s. It's not only is it a really good beer, but it's one of your favorites.
Yeah, it's your personal.
Under 3, that 2 to 3 range, still very drinkable. A lot of times it's core beers from different breweries, stuff like that. Under 2, you're starting to get into the, all right, I bought it, or somebody gave it to me, guess I'll drink it. Under 1 is where it's like, not a chance in hell.
Yeah.
Just let me dump that out real quick. That's some bad beer. That's Listerman Pride. That's some we've had a few unfortunately, but Listerman Pride will always be the one that like sticks out in my head.
That's your reference.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, it was the first unanimous 0.25.
Okay.
So,
That was it would have been a 0 if we could record a 0 on Untapped.
yeah.
Before that, it was the best IPA in Alabama. It shared the reign there for a while as well.
Which is funny because it was like a 1. And
Yeah.
we've now had multiple 0.25s.
Yeah.
Hey, but you got to have bad beer to know what good beer tastes like.
And that's 100% right. And that's what, with this particular beer, I still could drink it, but the more I drank it, like that last sip, I was at a 2.5, and that last sip, I'm like, no, it's 2. And it's probably too generous. It's 2.25.
The way it lingers, like it's still
Lingerers,
unpleasant.
man. Lingerers.
It's still unpleasant. Brett, what about you?
I probably would agree with John in the aspects of I can drink it, but I may not. I just didn't like it as well as I wanted to. It's gonna probably be a 2 for me because it sat somewhere in the back where like as soon as I drink it, it was like I drink hard water.
So for me, I'm going to drop down even lower. It's going to be a 1.75, so it's going to be a 2 average. The reason I dropped down to 1.75, that 2 to 3 is still that drinkable, still redeeming qualities in the beer a lot of times.
Yeah.
This, to me, I lost a lot of its redeeming qualities, so I had to take it down to if I paid for it or somebody handed it to me, I can drink it. So it's in that 1 to 2 range. But yeah, I couldn't. I was going to give it a 2. I was going to give it a 2. And the more I thought about it, and the more that flavor just fucking hangs around, the more I'm just kind of like, no. Yeah. Thrash metal needs to be trash metal.
The label's good, though.
Fuck it out the window, sir.
You heard it. Did you just miss?
Yeah,
It
and
hit
he
the
managed to
monitor.
get some on me.
It hit the monitor.
Point blank shot, and he misses it. That's impressive.
I feel that pain, John. Don't worry about it.
Actually, you do.
Well,
Sounds like somebody's weekend.
oh, Matt.
Speaking of weekends,
special.
though, we went to Loggers and Lawrence Saturday.
If you found a pop-up tent, we'd like to lay claim to that.
Without the top.
At the top.
Yeah, just a frame.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting my mom know that's gone now.
Oops. Yeah, it's a joke. We've got it.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
there.
no, the pop-up
It's there.
kit, it's all there.
Yeah, I mean, there was one we did see, though. They were like, well, if no one else claims that, we should definitely make sure that we mention that we want that.
10-part.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
Now I can't replace it and just be like, here you go.
I'm
Not
sure you
that we've ever
could.
done that.
Never.
What are you guys talking about?
Prove it, bitch. But yeah, so anyway. Fuck. God damn it. But seriously, it was a great event. It ended a little
I want to know.
quieter than I expected.
Yeah.
I think the Steinholding competition got over
I was going to say,
everybody
how
bounced.
did Tyler do in the
not well,
Steinholding?
but I wasn't the first out, and that was my goal.
Yep.
With my shoulder, oh my god, that was miserable.
Yeah, I was stuck on booth duty. I didn't get to see how everyone did.
And a lot of those people were like, and I'm like, looking around like, no. So then I started being a little goofy, and I was like trying to get people to cheer for different people, and I was yelling at some dude in the front row who was yelling at the guy next to me. It was just fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, arm goes up, and at first I'm like, it goes up, and I literally just go, this isn't bad. And about 15 seconds in, I'm like, this sucks. About 35 seconds in, I'm like, this is gonna die. I think I made it like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I was the third one out.
Out of how many?
17.
17?
Okay, but we won't talk about that you were the
18. The mayor told
18,
us.
yep.
18. I was the third one out. It's fine.
Did you meet the mayor?
I didn't care to.
Yeah.
It's the mayor of Lawrence.
I don't know. You had to win it or not?
But yeah, no. So that was bad. But my goal. I told John my goal was just not to be last. So
Do you remember how long that the winner went for? Do
was
you
it
remember?
3?
I feel like it
was relatively short. It
yeah. I would have been shocked.
was like
I
3 and a
don't
half,
think it-
4.
Yeah. I had the video, and then I was like pushing the button to save it, and
Did
then
you
it just
delete the
closed
video?
it. I don't know what happened. But
So I know we had a couple of the ladies that actually signed up. Did any of the girls get drawn to make it into the competition?
Oh yeah, there
Oh, yeah.
was.
Did
Well,
they kick your ass?
Oh yeah. One dropped out before me, but there were two or three that lasted longer than I did for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that
As
was.
it should be.
In all fairness, I told you I knew I was gonna get my ass
To
beat,
get beat.
and I had no problems. I just didn't want to be the first one out. That was my entire goal, and I made it. I was gonna try to down the whole pint or the whole stein of the beer because I thought it'd at least be.
I kind of wondered if you would chug at the end.
Well, I chugged half of it and
Right.
then couldn't go anymore. It was 80-degree natty light.
Oh.
It had been out in the sun,
It
not
had
in
been-
ice,
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah.
And I thought it was at least like cold when they poured it. I mean, I knew it'd warm up while it sat there before the thing. But,
You thought they poured it like 10 minutes beforehand.
well, they did.
Right.
But they left the case.
Just-
They
yeah,
didn't
the
ice
beer
the
wasn't
cases. They just
apparently
left it out in the
cold,
sun.
Oh.
So it was warm. I dropped back, go to take a big old chug, and I drank about half of it. And like just down it, I'm like, no. Because I was going to go out on the front of the stage and finish the whole thing. Like if I...
That's gonna be acclaimed.
If I thought I
Look, I'm gonna
could.
be this badass.
And then it was like, no, this is
Third
bad.
out.
I might throw up on you if I try to down all
Third
this.
out, but I chugged this beer.
I mean, that would be pretty legendary if you did, though. No one would have forgotten you. Well, he didn't win, but he's the guy that threw up all over everybody.
It's like
But yeah, but it was a lot of fun. Everybody was cheering pretty hard.
John would have saved that video.
Couple of the guys, there was 3 guys left. The 2 guys were about to drop out and knew they were about to drop out, so they both dropped out and just dumped their beers on the guy that
the
won.
other guy, yeah.
It was a good time. One of the guys that got knocked out had some random heckler the whole time.
Yeah.
And I asked him afterwards if he knew the guy, and he's like, no, the guy was just being an ass. So he dumped the beer on the heckler when he dropped out.
Nice.
It was a good time.
This is pretty fair.
Tyler's the one that chugs the beer but turns it into a Gallagher show and clears out the whole front row.
So we got Amy Hinchman just joined us. Says, yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Hi, Amy.
And Sherry said, where did the top go, you shitheads? No, we're
No,
kidding.
no.
Top is
No,
intact.
top's intact.
Yeah, we had the top.
Yeah, we got the top.
Yeah, the top's there. That's what we said. The tent's fine.
We think.
There was one that literally we walked by, there wasn't anybody by it, so we're like, well, someone should claim that. May as well be us. We got this platform to talk to the
I
masses.
think you.
You already blew it,
I
Matt.
think you blew it, yeah.
There's no coming back from this one. Jackass. When we get to stouts, guess who's not getting much?
That's all right, we got like a whole bunch of alcohol over there.
There's a lot of, yeah.
You know what? Sitting
It
in
pays
this
to have
chair-
good friends.
Alright, so this beer is from Listerman. This is the Marble Pound Cake American Blonde Ale with chocolate and vanilla.
As he throws it on the ground.
Threw it on the ground.
I was hoping you'd get that.
As long as it doesn't taste like Listerman Pride, you know?
Yeah, it should be good. Got that soft, vanilla, warm aromas.
It does smell like a pound cake pretty well.
More or less. What I feared, the blonde doesn't carry the body very well.
That and the vanilla is a little more extractish.
Chocolate comes through decent.
I can taste chocolate. I'm not as keen on the difference between extract and the vanilla sides of it as the professionals to my left and right. But
What did he call us?
professional drinkers.
Oh, there we are. Professional drinkers. There it
Oh,
is.
there it is.
Yeah, cheers.
Can't confirm.
Wait, did you intentionally wear flannel to help exacerbate the whole hillbilly thing going on that side of the camera, John? Or is that just a reflex?
The Great Nation flannel hat.
I know.
Tight.
Now I'm going to go put my flannel on during the break. So.
John's going to come out with spurs on later. You're going to hear him clink, clink, clink.
Spurs and slides. Hell yeah, that's a good look.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Yup.
Oh, I know what John's ordering now.
Isn't that what happens when you put Crocs in four-wheel drive?
Without the jingle, but yes. I love that's a universal thing. I didn't learn that until like 6 months ago. And
Going
made me so
off-road.
happy.
Or sport mode.
Yep.
Let's see, it's sport mode, 4-wheel drive, off-roading. All means the same thing. Means the heel guard's coming
heel
up.
straps engaged. You're going off road, buddy.
My entire baseball team wears Crocs before games.
Oh, yeah.
And it's become, like, when I played, everybody wore slides. You know, you
Yeah.
wore your slides, you had your baseball socks on, threw your slides on, got in the dugout, slides off, cleats on. Now it's Crocs. And it's,
And you strap it up.
oh my god, I just look at, they keep wanting to warm up. And they're Crocs. And I'm like, no, you are not setting foot on this goddamn baseball diamond in Crocs.
You will not besmirch the good name of baseball in those things.
Huh?
Like, you will not besmirch the good name
Pretty
of
much.
baseball
I'm
in
like,
those
no.
fucking shoes.
Like, no.
Ethan was the only one on his team that never wore slides. He'd wear his tennis shoes everywhere. I'm like, dude, tearing up your tennis shoes. I gotta buy more.
It's the most dad statement I've ever heard. Not you look dumb. Not that's a waste.
Quit wearing your tennis shoes.
All right. So what do you think of this?
Russell's throwing out spur anklets. There we go. That might be a good idea there.
Make me some, Russ. I'll wear them.
I'm going to have to get some chaps, too.
Assless.
I do not
course.
like where this conversation has gone.
Well,
You know what we're showing up to the next beer fest dressed as?
Yes.
Gay Cowboys?
Yeah. It's the Brokeback Two Beerded Guys. We'll do that for the review that week, too.
It's a theme.
First time on the show, first person to leave.
I drove you. Good luck.
Actually, we had Suter leave. We had one person leave.
He
Fuck
did.
Suter.
He's the only one, though, right?
That's why he's never been invited
We actually
back.
had other people that intended to leave, and they're like, yeah, no, I
To the point of, like, they're going to hang out in the background while they pack up. And then stay the entire time.
Stay the entire time. Keep coming back on screen. Drinking more.
It was fun.
It was fun.
We're
We're fun. We promise.
Brett, what do you think of this beer?
And you better get it right. I mean, hey guys.
So, I do, like you said, I taste the vanilla more than anything as far as right off the top. It's definitely punch you in the mouth type of vanilla for me. It is not kind of my thing, but I would say that I like it a lot. I'm not a huge to where I would buy it. So I would buy it. So
Did we just do a circle?
we did.
Me too.
I'm just trying to figure
I
out
knew
what I
that,
like.
Speedy Love.
He's so confused right now.
I know.
He really wants to be professional, and
This is the wrong show.
he's trying to do like the way
I'm
we
trying
do.
to be.
Oh, just be you.
You trying to be anti-Bob?
You're pretty. Be you.
It is a beer.
Is Brett trying to use his
Hey, yeah. Is this beer?
It is a beer. I do taste the vanilla, but other than that, I'm a person that drinks about anything. I put it in front of me and I'll drink it. So to tell me whether I would drink it or not, if somebody buys it for me, I'll drink it.
Yeah, he won't have anything below a 1.
All right.
I've never seen Brett turn down something.
Like I almost finished that pitcher.
Oh, that was a bad picture.
So what's your score?
Oh, I didn't know what we were scoring
Yeah,
yet.
score.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
first.
I'll go 1.75.
Ooh.
It's oily.
Yeah.
That extract vanilla. The chocolate came through better than I expected. Thin bodies like that, chocolate doesn't always do well, and that wasn't bad. It gave you kind of that marble pound cake a little bit. But man, the oiliness of the vanilla, not the true vanilla. Weak body, which it's a blonde, but if you're gonna do flavors, you gotta find a way to make sure they carry. And it just the vanilla. I'm gonna do a little better than Brett. I think it's drinkable. I think it's just not where it should be, and I'm gonna give it a 2.
All right. If we're gonna do it again, I'm gonna go 2.25. Let's go.
So yet another
We're at
2.
2. It's
And Brett and I just flipped.
they did not do the vanilla well. The one redeeming quality, kind of for me, was it actually smelled really good.
It did.
So
If it tasted half as good as it smelled, like that'd been like a really killer beer.
yeah, and
Instead, it just kind of came out mediocre.
So tell me the differences in like, because I've heard you guys say this numerous times about extract compared to not. So like I could kind of taste. I didn't know what the difference would be, but I could taste the vanilla.
So extracts are vanilla is a good one to use for this because you like when you make cookies or you bake
Right.
or whatever, you'll get the imitation vanilla extract,
Right.
right? So
Not
there's
my kitchen.
benefits to using extract. They're easy, they're cheap, but some extracts
Tell me more. Tell me more.
to me and on my tongue and my mouth feel a little bit of an oily, clingy sort of finish to it.
All right. Fair enough.
Or would you maybe say like an artificialness to it where it doesn't taste like the genuine article of what it's supposed to taste like? It
Right.
has that fake taste. Like I would go with like you know like a watermelon flavor because watermelon always like has a bad fake taste, or banana especially like artificial banana. You always tell it tastes fake because it just has
Tastes
that
like Laffy
fake,
Taffy.
yeah, it has
Yeah.
that fake taste to it.
There are certain fruits, though, like as we learned with Snow Money, that extracts are actually the better route to go, such as a blueberry.
See some blueberry because it's very tanniny and will gunk up everything, right?
Yep, and those tannins from the real blueberry will
Real blueberry?
real blueberry will leave some bitterness. Leave some bitterness in the beer. So
It's only 2 beers in, John.
yeah.
I want a blueberry.
Side note, Chris Knight just jumped on and said, "Yo guys, what up? Thanks for the
buddy?
help. You are very welcome, sir. Thanks for the delicious beers."
Oh, I forgot we helped you.
Yeah, and Sherry says because he's cheap, Brett, it's like Mikey. He drinks almost anything, and Brett, you don't cook.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. I realized that who I was talking to when I said that. So
I have made that comment numerous times. I don't cook.
This is Energy City Brewing's Bistro Grande Apple and Cranberry Crumble. Flavor Berliner style of ice beer, full flavor, gently roll. I did.
Which is funny because
8% ABV.
and we'll see how much that roll makes a difference.
What's wrong?
that roll made a difference.
I bet.
We might have.
What is wrong?
We might have a
drank
sample of
this,
this before a concert last week, and someone won't name names might have forgot to gently roll it.
Oh, you got to roll these. Otherwise, you end
learned.
up with one person having a little bit of a decent beer, one
That's
person
exactly
not.
what happened.
Actually, everyone had a little bit of applesauce. Is what we all got.
Which is
Kind of appropriate.
applesauce here. Yes.
I mean, you're still getting that a little bit, but
I know that's what I'm saying.
because these are all thick.
totally applesauce.
Ooh, that's good.
Well, that's much better when you do a gentle roll.
I say this actually turned out better than the other night.
Professional pourer,
Yep.
Matt.
Yeah, well, I completely spaced it too. Like as soon as I opened it, I was like, ah, shit.
So what you do in that case, because I've done that too, you pour the little bit off the top, the thin, swirl in can, and then quick dollops of the rest.
Just don't roll it after you open it.
Right. And I tried doing like some swirling and some aggressive pours, but it wasn't enough.
That's solid. I ain't mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better now.
That's a
This beer, this can, this is much better.
that's a very pleasant dessert.
I mean, it had a good flavor the last time. It was just a texture thing.
Can I have this as my dessert all the time?
I mean, it is. Look at the residues leaving. Look at all the. When I say applesauce, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, it is. It was definitely more so last week.
Cinnamon applesauce with just a little bit of cran is what it tastes like.
So,
This is.
so we talk about what
8%.
I've heard you guys talk about numerous times. Tasting what's on the can, in the can.
What's on the can is apple, cranberry, cinnamon, and brown sugar.
Yep.
And I get all of
I
that.
feel like all of that is present and accounted for.
What is on the can is absolutely, and Brett is savoring
He
every
just
bit
had
of
a
that.
childlike delight. Like it was the first time
He's
he
not
like,
savoring. He's done.
he had the face like the first time a kid tries Cool Whip. Like,
Oh, that is, I'm not a cobbler kind of person, but
Oh, you want to look at the?
I believe that there was an extra can of this bought specifically for Tyler when this came in.
and
I
he
think that's the
doesn't
one you guys
share.
drank.
No, I got one for
must still
me.
be up in
I
the
got
fridge.
one for the show. Then you had one to take home. Maybe you drank it already.
I did, yeah. No, I gave it to someone. I ended up not even drinking it. I gave
Oh.
it to a friend.
Oh, what happened?
I knew we
And
had
this
it here.
friend wasn't me.
I knew we had it here, so every once in a while I give them away.
Oh, and a nice little product
much
placement
better.
here. Russell's saying, just put a TBG can topper on it and roll it. It's not quite that tight of
No.
a seal, but I like where your head's at.
Yep. It's a good thought.
As long as we're not shotgunning beers tonight, I'm good.
You mean out of this thing?
Whatever it is that gets people.
Did not work.
Beer cockeyed.
Yeah.
Did not work.
Brent.
That one was a little less beer cocky. That was just like, it didn't come out.
It'd like suck it out.
It was...
didn't work.
Yeah, you
How'd
did.
that go again?
Had to suck it out. It didn't work.
You want to try it?
You want? No.
But yeah, that beer that's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm sad that you guys wasted a can of it and not doing it the right way.
Yeah, I just kind of got excited to pour it, and then it dawned on me as soon as it opened.
Shit, you should have just poured it into one big ass glass, stirred it, and then split it out.
So what Matt's saying, he's got excited and blew it early.
You're off screen. They can't see you point.
That's why I had the ding ding.
He literally pointed at Brett.
That was acknowledgement before the acknowledgement.
Nah. So, oh shit, Matt, before we score this, what would you have scored the last 2 beers?
Because you don't count. We don't really care, evidently.
Yeah, and I was like, well, it's going to be one of those shows. Someone going to acknowledge.
I remember.
Actually, both of
Late.
them, a 2. I was really hoping for a lot more out of both of them.
Same.
I could drink them. They both were well made. Just the first one had that metallic finish. If it would have been for that, it was actually pretty solid until that. and the Listermann, it was good. Just it couldn't quite carry the flavor. Which if it tasted as strong as the smell was, that would have been dynamite.
Oh, it would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
So while he's over there,
Do you want dish duties?
yeah, your ditch bitch. The one thing that I will tell you guys is one of the stories that I have is the worst trouble. One of the worst troubles I ever got into because of this one was on a baseball diamond. When he was playing a baseball game and Dad yelled at us because I yelled out to him when he actually hit a triple.
Ooh, I forgot about this one.
Yes, he hit a triple.
Yeah, me. The only one I hit in my life.
He hit a triple, and I yelled out to him, somebody must have held up a Snickers bar in front of him while he ran. Dad didn't say anything to me in the middle of the game. I got a phone call after the game about the fact of you should not say that now. The whole team is calling him Snickers bar.
That is true, they did.
Yep. And so that is the story of how I got in trouble for Tyler getting called Snickers bar.
I got called Snickers for about 2 years. Yes. And what's funny is I don't like Snickers.
Nope.
Like, if he'd used the candy bar I liked a little more, it would have been better. Like, goddamn,
Right.
call
Well,
me Baby Ruth or something.
If I called you
Baby
Butterfinger, it would have been
Ruth?
too on the nose.
Almond
you know?
Joy, give me something like that.
But I called him Snickers
Tyler
bar,
likes
and
Almond
Dad
Joys.
was so mad. He goes,
Well, it also was funny because there was like, I was in middle school. There was 3 girls that came to the game to watch me. Made him sign everything. So of course he embarrasses me in front of them, which it didn't bother me when he yelled it out. He also said I needed oxygen. He forgot that.
oh yeah.
It didn't bother me when he did that. It's when half the team went and bought Snickers and started throwing them at me every time I went on the field after that. That's when it started getting to me a little bit.
And I got in trouble.
I mean, if you make a joke or a nickname so good that everyone else jumps on board with it for like a while, you did your job right. I mean, that's
was
called
the
Big
big
Brother
brother.
duties, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
nothing wrong with
it's
this.
not only triple. I was excited. I was showing
dude.
out for these girls, dude.
Oh yeah, he definitely ran that out. That's the fastest I'd seen him run.
I was dying. He was right. I needed fucking oxygen. Like, I'm standing at third, like, hoping the guy doesn't get a hit for a few pitches because I wasn't
Right.
sure I could run from third to home. I really,
Yeah.
like,
That was. And
Tyler used everything in the tank.
that's the first person I told was Nolan. And
Well, yeah. I used everything in the tank to get to third. There was nothing left.
So
We need to score this beverage.
beer.
I am first. I really, really enjoyed it. No Shock, Energy City, these bistros, these things they make so well. I'm going to give it a flat 4. I think it's very pleasant. The texture does make me not want to drink more than like one of them at a time. Just because drinking liquid applesauce is a little weird to me. But at the same time, it's tasty as shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 4.
They did a good job balancing the crumble flavors, the brown sugar and the cinnamon. It's fantastic. The texture can be a little off-putting. However, I enjoyed it. I should never drank applesauce before. I know that's a thing now for kids. It got in the little...
Oh, they do have those
Yeah,
little
they
sweet
do.
sauces.
Yeah.
But for those of us that didn't have that, it's
Right.
weird.
It is weird.
You use a spoon.
Now, there's spoons for applesauce for a reason.
Or if you have this plastic cup, you just have to like kind of do like a Jello shot thing. Shake it.
Yeah. But I'm
Free
going,
game, free Jello shots.
I'm going 4 1/4. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's very, very tasty.
So, Brett, you've always had a little bit of a texture aversion on different things. How did that sit with you? And
I mean, in the big picture, like the texture type thing kind of was like, at first I was like, you know what? Maybe not. But then it was like the taste. It was like, holy shit. This is good. Oh my God. It's like alcoholic applesauce.
at 8%, it'll get you drunk.
Yeah.
Sam Jackson.
So, what are you gonna give it?
I'm going to go 4.25. I'm with John on that one.
That's
Go.
a nice jump after the first 2 beers. We had.
Yes, finally, we've arrived.
Much needed. Matt, not that you count, but we still love you.
I'm gonna
Most days.
continue my streak of agreeing with Tyler. This is weird. I'm gonna go 4 on that one. The texture was a little off-putting. It wasn't like deal breaker, but it was just kind of weird. it's a hearty pulp to it.
Yes.
But
I like pulp in my orange juice, but applesauce was different.
yeah, it's really good flavor, well crafted. You know, I had high expectations from Energy City. They delivered again. It's very delicious. It's just a weird texture, and there's other flavors that have appealed more to me personally. So yeah, still 4, very solid. Highly recommend.
They make stupid good beer.
They do.
Yeah,
They're
we still have
fantastic.
yet to have anything that we're like
really
no.
good. Like,
Next time we do a Chicago trip, we need to do that like extra 30 minutes.
Yep.
Check them out.
Just jog outside the city,
Yep.
check them out.
That's gonna be soon though, because
So you just say jog, not book it all the way to 3rd.
yeah,
so.
not triple. We're not going to
like,
stick
well,
with
the
that.
funny thing about it was,
I wanna make it home.
You guys have always talked about situations where if it's on the can, it better be in the can, and I felt like that was on the can, in the can.
Oh, no.
Oh no, that was
That's why it still got 4s from us.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
that was perfectly executed on the ingredients on and in. Like,
I love the graham cracker references for you guys. It's just great. The s'mores, you're like, it better be in there. And that one was.
Yeah, I love this mug. I'm so glad I brought it for Matt.
I appreciate you.
Next on the can, in the can, better.
Is the Pineapple Shake IPA by Westbrook Brewing Company at 7% ABV. This is a IPA brewed with lactose, vanilla, and I bet you can't guess what the fruit is in it. Pineapple! I wish pineapple wasn't in it. I think it'd been hilarious for it to have the pineapple name and then be like mango.
Mango, yeah.
Like, that's one of those, because you know people would buy it based on that. Get pissed, look at the can, and just be like,
No, it's pine and it's apple.
oh, that'd be even better.
Oh,
It's got pine scent.
oh, was it lemon
And
fresh
green apple
pine
tart.
salt?
I now know if I owned a brewery, I would absolutely do that.
Do that.
Put pine scent.
Call it Toyota.
Real quick, guys, because it's going to be that time. Russ says he's got to bounce. He
He's
apologizes.
early.
No pet name of the week this week. Liz is still on the road, and she is way better than him at that. So, got to keep it pure, he says.
Well, it's also less
Respect.
weird if it's Liz doing it.
is it?
Russell.
Well, that's because we know the pet names are going towards you if it's
The
Russell.
funny thing is, Russell and I have been the most comments on you guys' shows, and now we've both been on the show at least.
Yeah, technically
And
Russell
it's
has.
Russell's
fantastic,
on the
yeah.
show.
yeah.
Yeah. We
Forgot about that.
both put our faces on the shows, finally.
Would you like to know how to open this?
Please tell me it tells you how to open
To open, lift tab and enjoy.
Nice.
I mean, the last step is crucial, really.
My thumb was like where I was holding it, and I like moved and went.
Well, after we hit that point in society where you had to put caution hot on coffee, like, yeah, we need instructions for simple medial tasks. Like,
Brett, what made you grab that glass when you were picking out glassware today?
Because it's my era. It is Masters of the Universe. And plus, the first thing I saw was She-Ra.
That's why the table went up a little bit.
I'm not sitting that close.
is that She-Ra or Tila?
So then, that's why the table went up, because I'm not sitting that close.
I get it. He's saying he's like this.
6 inches.
1 foot. Oh, our nephew. Telling everybody he parked a foot away from the car in front of him while his girlfriend was standing right next to him. And Brett and I laid into him immediately. Oh, is that what you tell her? That poor girl's face went beet red. Oh, boy. Ooh, I like the nose on it.
Yeah.
Makes me think of like a more classic IPA. Even though it's very hazy. It is a milkshake IPA. There's lactose. It's not supposed to be see-through.
Nope. Yeah, that's easy.
But the nose is definitely... Now, pineapples have flavored a lot of hops, too. So that's one of the reasons I think I'm getting a more traditional smell.
That's what I was wondering. If it was one of those things where yeah,
it's more relying on the hops.
the hops that they
actually
used,
pineappling.
or if they
there's
wanted to
pineapple in
supplement
it.
the pineapple.
There's pineapple in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I was wondering, too, and then... Yeah, there's pineapple.
Yeah, there's pineapple.
That's not bad.
No, it's pretty good.
Like, This is the beer I was most worried about today.
That's what you guys should start doing.
Worried about
Our
beer?
least anticipated beer.
Why not?
The most fretful beer.
We have had many shows where it's been like, I'm real scared about that one. And then some of those have been like the best beers of the day.
Right. I mean, if you start off the going, I don't know about that one, but I'm really liking this one. And then you can go, at the end of the night, you can go, well, the one I didn't think I'd like.
Look at Brett teaching us how to do our show better. We appreciate it.
I mean, he's one of the most dedicated, loyal watchers.
Exactly.
If anyone's to critique.
That's what I'm saying. Appreciate him. It's one of the few times I'm not making fun of him. I'm
Oh,
actually saying thank you.
I just assumed you were. I haven't really heard your genuine voice in a long time.
I know.
Neither's he.
Last time I saw you guys was a bonfire.
Was.
Sure was.
Matt doesn't remember it.
That's not true. I wasn't that drunk that night.
We've brought it up in conversation.
You don't remember us burning the roof.
Still not sure that was that night.
It was that night.
Okay, then maybe that happened. But
We were literally talking to him about it, and he's like, "That didn't happen." Like, yeah,
It did.
motherfucker, it
That
did.
was literally the time it
I
happened.
don't know, maybe that's the night that I wasn't there. Now you guys are all sure.
You missed
it
the
was.
couch burning, but you.
I definitely missed that.
That was this year's all-day party. That's such a fun party.
So, not to change conversation, but with this,
Takes the fun away.
is this kind of like a little bit of a hazy meets traditionally? Because it's a little more hoppy than I'd imagine for like a lot of a milkshake IPA.
See, I'm not
especially
really getting
pineapple.
much hop, like traditional hop bitterness.
For a milkshake
There-
hazy. This is hoppier than I'd expected.
There
it to be.
is a little bit more in there, but it actually goes really well with it. Like, I keep expecting the bitterness to linger a little bit longer because it is kind of up there present, but it doesn't, so it works well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of marries pretty well with the pineapple that's in it, so it blends in and maybe hides it where it's not as pronounced. But I think it's
Tastes-
there.
They use the vanilla like Drecker does. It's a very good balancer.
I'm
Yeah.
not a pineapple fruit guy, but that doesn't taste bad at all.
But he loves the pineapple vegetable.
I hate you right now. But I like your stuff.
Look at that! Prod EP just jumped out and says, "Howdy!"
What up, Ethan?
Oh God!
Ooh, are the boys watching or is it just you?
We're waiting for him to respond.
Yeah, I mean,
out loud.
it's not
I
like
wanna
Messenger
know.
where I see the typing bubbles.
I want to know. I want to know how many of you are making fun of your dad right now.
That's all right.
I hope all of that.
As Brett like starts ducking behind John.
It
You know what? I've lived. I'm good. I'm 44 years old.
All right, so it is time to rate
Past
this
being
one.
embarrassed for what I've done.
John,
I've given up being embarrassed. So it's fine. Yeah,
Same.
it is.
you're up. Wait, what'd you say?
He kind
out
of
with
mumbled.
what?
Yeah, he really mumbled off that last
I'm
part.
past being embarrassed.
You hang out with what?
I ain't ashamed.
Notice
I
how
mean,
he
if you're
keeps...
with him all the time, then
Yes.
Fair.
I mean, you're here, so you're good.
Fucking throw you out of a moving
But was
truck.
that a frame of measurement as well, or what was that? Like,
Yeah, his height versus mine.
height. Oh, that's what it was.
Score the beer!
You guys keep talking. It's fine. 4. It's good.
Nah, 4.
I would honestly seek this out again. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I would seek this out. I'd be like, you know what, that was really good. I'm gonna try to find some more of whatever, whether it's that one or some more of that. Just the next one in that line.
Westbrook Brewing is out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Yeah.
South Kakalaki.
Oh, Kyle. I don't know if you're tuning in, Kyle, but that's your area.
Kyle.
My nephew Kyle.
He out there now?
Yep.
Yeah, it's down there.
Yeah, that's true too.
We're out.
Yeah.
Like to east.
I like the taste of it. I think it was a good beer. It was what I'm not a pineapple fan, but this beer, this drink, 3.75.
Right.
He does our show better than we do. This beer, this time, this can. Now, it's I'm torn. I wanted just a little more... I was hoping for more pineapple hop flavor. You know, that...
Yeah.
What would it be? Motica usually comes out a little pineapple-y.
Matuka?
And then
That'd be a good conversation on the show.
there's a couple.
The different hops that.
Oh, I felt like Smell was going to be on here sometime soon.
But, like, that's one of those where I wish we were getting just a little bit more of that kind of pineapple hop.
Yeah.
But they do such a great job balancing it. The vanilla's not overwhelming. I added...
What?
Yeah, I don't like your that extra H. I wanted to throw an F in there.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I don't know if it worked, but you did
It's... I'm going to give it a 4. I've been struggling.
Yeah.
I literally, this whole conversation, like the
We
whole
can
time
tell.
you guys were doing it, I was just like, I don't know what to score it. So I'll give it a 4 as well. John gave it a 4.
There it is.
Brett sucks. It's a 4 average.
I'm just not a pineapple fan. Let's just be honest.
But that's a real solid beer. It shocked me. We've had it a while, too, I think.
That's the whole reason I went
We've
and
had
searched
it
it
a
out.
while.
Have we?
April,
So I mean, kudos because it's held up
5
a little
months
bit.
old.
Yeah.
So give me an idea of the hold up, because I've heard you guys say that a few times when you talk about how beers hold up. What can cause them?
Hops.
Hops.
Unlike hops and
That's all
toaster
you're gonna
drops,
give him?
you just get hop drops.
You know what? I get it. I've watched this show enough, and I've asked enough questions on that
No,
side of
so-
the screen.
And it's not necessarily the bittering hops. It's hops using for, like near the end of the boil, where you're adding for more flavor and aroma, and then the dry hopping.
Tell me
And
more.
so
tell me more.
it's just like, once again, analogies, right? So
Sandra G's part.
sage and thyme seasonings, they're better when they're fresh. Okay. And if you have a 5-year-old jar of or thing of sage in the pantry,
All right.
it's just not going to be as flavorful.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
That's why
And
you have
dreamy.
him.
Oh, those eyes, baby. Mm. Ah,
That's why you guys keep each other around. Right?
I'm
So
here for-
is he the smart one?
it's to cuddle when we get cold.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm the cuddle guy.
The big spoon.
Dude, I love being Little Spoon. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm a 6 foot tall, 300-pound man. I am always Big Spoon. When I'm dating a girl that wants, it's like I can like she'll come up behind me and wrap me up. It's like, aww, and it's always funny because it's like people like a third of my size, and they're like
She's
reaching around like this, and I'm just like,
she's a keeper.
How did you say he gets reached around?
sort of.
Why?
But if you were
I
here,
heard,
it didn't
right?
sound as bad.
Just repeating it back to you, buddy.
What happens when you're the dish? You miss out on.
What time is it?
I don't
It's
give the reach
7:52,
around.
so yeah,
So yeah, what?
it's kind of time to finish keep
Beer or
things
break?
and then take a break.
Sounds good. Ah, so what are we finishing with? We don't have anything coming up. Really.
So
I don't have anything to promote other than this face.
that face.
That's a lot.
There's a lot.
Now that could take about 8 minutes, yeah.
Your wife's been dealing with it for years.
Yes.
Poor woman.
I mean, 18 years. 20. We talked about that the other day. It's 24 years now?
Were you about to mess it up?
No, I was thinking
Oh,
18 years where
I was about to be so happy.
I was about to say I worked at the same place for 18 years, and I don't want to promote that too much.
All right, so we'll go ahead and hit up some of our upcoming guests because other than a couple weeks, we're booked out till the end of the year.
Awesome.
We only have 4 weeks that need booked for, and we have actually one of those will be spoken for. I just haven't finished filling that out yet.
Okay.
But we have Ryan coming up next week.
Oh, she's gonna be amazing.
Yep. Rissa the following week.
Yep.
Smo to follow up that, the smartest man in beer.
Smartest man in beer.
BYBC on the 18th. The owner of Sochati Chocolate on
Okay.
10/25. Open week 11/1 so far. Then Jordan Fox.
Theater kid.
Yep. Then Stefan, the owner and founder of Hop Lore.
So excited.
I'm
Gonna be a.
I'm excited and scared for that episode.
That's a good way to say it.
Actually, there's like 4 episodes in a row. 3 episodes in a row I'm a little worried about.
Well,
Theater
that's
Kid, Stefan, and Lauren Hoffmeister follows that.
Yep. She was.
And then Patrick, one of the owners of Bad Dad.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
A couple more weeks I got to fill out, and then Hog Molly's. The guys from Hog Molly are coming out on 12/20.
And we got to reach out to Herman Bruthers.
Herman Bruthers.
Yeah.
They're one of them I'm supposed to reach out to fill one of these spots. Media guy Jake from, or Jace, shit. If he's watching this episode, I'm gonna feel real bad. But from Metazella.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Him and I, we're gonna talk about when he's gonna do it.
He was awesome on the Steinholm stage.
Oh, dude, he was hilarious.
Yeah.
Took his shirt off, started slapping his stomach. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. It was.
That's how you establish dominance, man.
It was entertaining.
Yes.
I was really hoping he'd win.
I was hoping he was gonna do that Haka,
Oh,
dance thing.
that
That'd
would
be
have been
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
But
Shuffle?
Yeah. Something.
But yeah, I'm real excited. We have some really cool guests coming up. Some first timers. 3 different breweries all coming on.
Do you think we get Ryan to do a makeup tutorial?
She is going to do something for that.
Okay.
Can we put makeup on Tyler?
There's just not enough room with the beards.
Is
We'll
it-
have to put it
is
on
it-
Matt.
Yeah, all right. Well, he'll still be off screen then, because no one will recognize him.
Exactly.
I was going to say it'd be
Have
great.
him put the back to the screen while she puts the makeup on, and then we spin him around.
I like it.
Yeah, the best would be like we put the makeup on there and still look down.
And
No
the
offense
eyes
to-
on
How's
top of
my
his head.
makeup look, guys?
No offense to anyone's talents, but Sherry says, Brett, you can promote that you have survived 3 daughters, 2 that are teenagers.
Yes.
I'm gonna need some pointers there.
I got you.
It's gonna get real bad.
Just be careful planning birthday parties. That's all I got going on right now.
I don't plan birthday parties.
Neither does Brett.
I
That's the
don't
problem.
either.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to, or watching, whatever the fuck this is. Hour number 1. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We got 4 more, hopefully great beers. We have literally nothing coming up right now.
I got a barbecue competition
Ooh, tell us about it.
in
You got
October
2 minutes.
2nd. It's a Saturday, October 2nd. Mudhog B&Q is going to be on site with a full team complement of individuals at Mad Hatter Bar and Grill.
Oh, it's at Mad Hatter?
It's at
Nice.
Mad Hatter. So we get to actually buy our own meat this time, so I don't have to worry about shitty meat.
You don't have to worry about the
Yes,
ribs
exactly.
that are this thick.
I think we've actually decided, because there's 4 of us, we're gonna get like 70. We're gonna spend $75 on like 2 racks of ribs from one of those expensive places online.
Jesus.
Yeah,
You said October 7th?
October 2nd. Yeah,
Where?
Mad Hatter Bar and
Bar
Grill.
and Grill on the south
In
side.
case someone wasn't familiar with that location, where is that at, John?
On the south side of Indy.
There we go.
That's all I got. I've said that like 4 times now.
Oh, that's outside. I knew. It's my bad.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I did it again. Fuck me today. We'll be right back. I'm TBG_OpsGuy.
Mudhog B&Q.
With us today, the one, the only.
His brother Brett.
And behind the camera, you love that you can't see him, but you miss him when he's not around.
Not his brother off screen, Matt.
Later. We'll be right back.
Snowman, Bandit.
What is up? As you can tell, Mudhog B&Q, beer and what'd your friends call it?
Quilts.
Beer and barbecue.
Yeah, beers and quilts. Yeah, that rhymes.
Beers and
And we can't say that anymore.
No.
So
That's why I was trying to see what he made up. Quilts was pretty quick. I'm impressed.
yeah,
But he did a wardrobe change.
I did. This
now
is
we're
for you.
Snowman and the Bandit.
He's rocking the flannel shirt. He's looking good.
Oh, yeah.
Also, you can tell he's
I'm doing this all for Tyler.
yeah, he's briefly rocking the sunglasses.
Briefly, I'm going to wear them the entire time.
Are you really?
Up
Please
and
don't.
struck him.
Why not?
He's rocking the Yeets, YEETZ.
Where does he get those at, Tyler?
That's what I'm talking about, you dumb mother. Anyway,
Segway.
so if you go to yeetsofficial.com and use the code Coach shit, what is it? Coach Tyler.
Coach shit. Yeah,
No,
use the
no.
code Coach shit.
Yeah, like
Please
TD
type
it.
that in.
Coach TD.
It's just Coach TD.
We'll
Yeah.
see what comes up. Coach. Shit.
Can't remember.
40% off.
Oh, yeah. Coach TD will get you the 10% off all the Yeet sunglasses. They're only like $35 to $45. Basically, they're cheaper,
Amazing.
more comfortable, in my opinion, Pit Vipers.
Is-
I like them.
There is definitely a few that I.
The all blacks
I
are
can't
looking
see.
real good right now.
Yeah.
You got to take them off. Dude, you got to be able to see the beer and shit.
I can see the beer. I just can't read anything. Don't ask me to read anything.
Here you go. They make you read the black can.
Right? That's my other hat I want to get.
Cocaine and hookers.
Oh,
Where'd you find that?
Suter found that for me.
Did you say a hat or a pair of sunglasses?
It's a hat, actually.
yeah. It says. Oh, there's another funny story there.
I'm like, if there's a sunglasses that somehow are named and look like cocaine and Spanish, I need those.
When he said sunglasses, say cocaine and hookers. You remember when we bought sunglasses for Carly?
Wait.
Whoa, hold on.
There's a lot of it. going on
No, and why are we talking about cocaine and hookers and your daughter?
No, we bought sunglasses that said "I love." It was something weird, but it wasn't that.
Oh, it was something. It was, yeah, I just don't remember what it was. Not a great story if you don't remember this.
I know
Shit,
it.
Brett,
You
come on.
ruined it.
How did I ruin it? You don't
You
know the fucking
interrupted me.
punchline. Anyway, so our first beer of hour number 2
know
is
what happened.
Anchorage Brewing Company's Together Again
John couldn't even see it if he tried.
double IPA, double dry hopped, 8.4%.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Matt, you got anything for us to start hour 2 over there?
Sure don't.
Glad to hear when Brett's on the show, nobody comments.
Actually, there's a fairly active first half. Just, people want to get their popcorn and they're coming back.
Yeah.
Speaking of popcorn, Matt made some great popcorn Saturday night.
No, what did you use to make that, Matt?
The secret is the stir crazy, John. I'm glad you asked. It's something that came out, a novelty specific item in the 80s. I had one that I inherited. It died. I shed a tear, played taps, and buried it in the backyard when it died. And then, ironically, Highway 3 Hardware in Muncie, Indiana, had them.
Seriously?
Yep. So I toot sweet replaced that sumbitch with a newer model, and it makes great popcorn.
It's gotta be a bitch to clean, though.
Wet paper towel.
Considering you fucking
you
lather
put butter
the
in it,
top
yeah.
of... No, not even like in it. You lather the top of it with butter.
So, to try to give a quick, it's a circular flat iron skillet that has a rotating wire that stirs your popcorn over the oil.
You
And
what corn?
You heard
popcorn. And then it's-
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Or popcorn?
Popcorn.
Okay.
And then it's got a clear dome that is over the top that you see your popcorn bouncing off of while it pops. You can pour butter through the top of it that will melt into holes to drip down so you get those little butter nugget popcorns. Then
Butter nuggets.
there's a little lid that you clap on top of that. You flip it over, and then you know what? That clear bowl now becomes your self-contained popcorn apparatus. So you don't need to have a second bowl unless you're sharing like we did.
I don't like to share my bowl.
And then salt to taste.
It was very tasty popcorn. I'll give you that.
Very tasty.
But homemade popcorn is always better than microwave popcorn.
Yeah.
So
It's not going away.
I'm trying to figure out. If
I was
that
putting the name on, not the fucking label.
I don't know, but the label's the cool part. No one cares about the
I'm
words.
trying to figure out if he's doing this or this.
This.
Okay.
Angel dust.
I'm saying. These are two different things.
John was behind the camera one time, and he's like, "Turn it." Like, what direction? He's like, "Turn it," and he does like something weird. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And Matt's like, you gotta do this or this. So he does it, but he tells me the wrong fucking direction. And he's like, no, the other way. And Matt goes, that's like this.
I get your lefts and your rights down, John.
But isn't it like unscreened, so it's all backwards and reversed?
No, this is a Missy Elliott. We're not flip down, twerking, or reversing.
I'm gonna have troubles taking you seriously right now.
Which part?
I'm having fun.
Because he's wearing his sunglasses
Tell me more,
indoors
tell
at
me.
night.
The lights are bright. You always complain about that.
That's true. That's true. It's true.
You know what? They're not bright now.
Because you can't see anything. Your glasses.
Well, that has nothing to do with it being bright or not.
I know.
That's
but-
just I can't see.
Well, I mean, if you took your glasses off, you'd still be probably like, oh man, the brightness, it really died down in about half.
In John's defense, his future is so bright. He's got to wear shades.
Sun never sets on the cool. Is that what we're saying?
All right, so back to this beer.
I'm so lost right now. None of that's ever been said about me before.
See what happens when you start wearing Yeets?
Yeah, see? There you go.
That's a good commercial. We're gonna clip that and send it to Yeats. Be like, see, I'm selling shit for you by making other people do the work.
It's called that's delegation at its finest right there.
I'm a marketing professional. I make others do the work.
Yes. This smells delicious. I'm not tasting it yet.
It's not bad. Matt always laughs when we're at Beer Fest. I'll try a beer, especially a weird one, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's not bad." Matt's like, "Yeah, that's what every brewery wants to hear."
No, you tell it to their face.
I do too. I'll straight be like, "That's not
we
bad."
get there, we get poured. Oh, that's not bad. And the bird's just like, well, fuck you too. I'm like, yeah, you deserve that look, man. I'm like, hey, that's actually quite delicious. Thanks. And if I'm like, well, it's not bad, then I just wait till we leave. And I'm like, hey, Tyler, that's not good.
No, if
It's like looking at him and going,
I don't say it's shitty.
You know,
So
it's
it's
like
not
looking at
good.
him and going, you know what? That's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Right?
I say that too.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
For some reason, most of the brewers still like us.
Most.
Well, they like John.
No, they like me too.
yeah,
It's
Tyler.
weird. I don't know why. I'm very
Tyler
abrasive.
remembers them, actually.
That's part of the reason I think they actually like me most of the time is because I'm the one that knows who the fuck they are.
You remember names?
John has a tendency to be like, we've met them.
For as much as John loves strangers, maybe that's it. He just wants to keep in the stranger field as long as he can.
That's what I get
That's
accused
true,
for.
actually.
Oh, you remember all these people's names.
Once he knows them, John's like, oh, that's not as much fun.
Yeah.
So he keeps him in the stranger
now I've
realm.
lost interest. I don't even want to try your beer. You're a known person now.
Yep, known commodity. Sorry, Chris Knight.
Chris last or Saturday. No, you don't get as much. You didn't like the delivery boy. I'm sorry, Chris.
Side note, speaking of being at Loggers in Lawrence and talking to people and stuff, do you guys have any standouts that really were like, oh man,
That's a good question.
this is a really cool, fun beer. This is something that was different, something because especially that one, I thought there's a lot of the October, the German themed beers there. There was
Creatures of Habit in Anderson had a really good Marzen that I have had a lot a beer by them. They're not that well known. I mean, it's an Anderson brewery. Oh, the dog's back again. But I really like
Hank
their
Griffin.
Marzen. Ooh, what's up?
What's up, kid?
How's practice?
Good.
Good. The Marzen was really good. The coffee blue raspberry crap from
That was really good.
Tarnished
You
Hollow
made a joke right there, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but
was
yes.
really
like
good.
I'm just gonna 2 words: food dye,
Oh yeah,
On the internet.
gratuitous amount,
gratuitous amounts.
and it lingered.
Considering I didn't realize it, but like an hour later, somebody comes
Everybody's
up
blue
and was
was-
talking about like
Yeah,
our tongues.
everybody's tongue was blue.
all the food dye, just all the
All the
food dye.
Smurf comments.
Yeah, immediately. I think it was Matt was the one that said he.
Looked
Yeah.
like you've been
Yeah.
hanging out with a Smurf all night.
Yep.
Yep.
Hi, Sweet Pea.
A very active Smurf.
He got around.
Yep.
That's
Honestly,
the cleanest I can put it right now.
and those the
Exactly.
Marzen was good. That blueberry thing was good. But the one that kind of hit the spot most for me, because it was a really hot day,
The Hellas or the Goza?
the Goza. The Goza from Triton. It just worked for me.
The
Oh, the
Hellas.
Goza from Metazoa too.
The
that
Goza
like-
from
like key
Metazoa was
line-ish?
my favorite Goza of the day.
Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. It was nice. It wasn't overly tart, but it
The
had a little.
Nat King Cole.
That was
and it's
it.
spelled GNAT because all their beers are animal related.
Yeah.
So it's the Nat King
Nat.
Cole. Yeah.
I get you. I see what you did
They were
there.
clever. Ha, those clever bastards.
Clever bastards.
And then there was a Hellas that we had from... Shit, I don't even remember now. But it was tasty.
Yeah, that's the problem with Beer Fest.
The distilleries, it was hot. I limited
Very
my
hot.
distillery visits because It was hot. There was a winery though that had a habanero lime wine. Basically, it was like a margarita wine.
Okay.
That's the bottle I bought.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to the distillery. Like, there's actually like one distillery, and then no, there's two because Boone County, but
Or jalapeno lime.
yeah,
not
we've
habanero.
kind of sampled through them pretty well. So I was like, okay, I don't need to worry about trying something I haven't had. But there's another one that was there. They're not too
West
far from
Fork?
us. Yes. And I was like, I'm doing this early, ripping the Band-Aid off so I can go over there and try it, and it's not going to be hot as hell, and I'm going to regret it. So I tried 2 of their 3. They had a rye, a bourbon, and then a wheated bourbon.
He did the bourbon and the rye.
The bourbon and the wheated bourbon.
I figured you'd mix it up this time.
I don't really... Rye's I'm not a big fan of. It's spicy.
My work phone's going off.
Really good time though.
Yeah, it was actually kind of like an interesting thing too, because it was a different location at the same place than it was last year. So
Yeah.
Last year it wasn't a whole lot bigger area, but it felt like it was a little more spread out. This felt
It was a
more.
lot bigger area last year.
Was it? Okay. Well,
It's a big open lawn.
I mean, it was more open. This had like paved walkways and stuff, but it seemed like it wasn't like square footage wise that much different. But it felt a little cozier because you didn't have to go as far to get to different places.
But at the same time, there were like weird wings.
And musical swinging sets. We didn't even take advantage of.
No, we didn't.
Musical what?
yeah, you
Swing
heard
set. Yeah.
that. He said swinging sets.
Because you swing on them, you're swinging
swing
sets.
sets. No, we're from Yorktown. There's a lot of swingers. You got to make sure you get this right.
You don't say.
There's a whole community.
You all meet at Britain?
Funny story. Back in my
Oh,
cable
okay.
days, one of the technicians went into that club and he was invited back.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, we've had numerous conversations on that.
Love my hometown. But no, it was a great time. A lot of good beers. A lot of good people. Met a girl who we met her aunt at Hops and Coaster Drops.
Yep.
Met Sarah at Hops and Coaster Drops. There's a picture on our Instagram of a guy sitting on our laps. We met her with him. Then she's like, I'm going to Loggers and Lawrence too. And we're like, oh, cool. She comes up. She's like, bet you don't remember me. John and I are like, yeah, we do.
Yep.
Talked to her, and then she introduced us to her niece that it was her recently 21st, so that was like her birthday gift for her.
Yep.
We,
I think Grandma.
yeah, met Grandma. They signed the niece up to do the Stein holding. She did pretty well. She finished in the top half.
She did do well.
It was a good time. It was a good
I
time.
just want to go back to you met a girl.
Well, see, I'd meet him.
Matt meets them. Well, that's just it.
Only when we introduce him.
Not true. I shook a lot of hands at the Hops and Coaster Drops.
Took a lot of what?
Hands.
Okay.
Introductions.
All right, back to this Anchorage beer because we forgot about it.
Yeah.
This is again Together Again double IPA, 8.4%.
That's pretty smooth.
Kudos for the 8.4. It's got that double IPA, pillowy mouthfeel sort of deal going on.
Very fruity.
Kinda sweet.
Nice fruity hops,
Yeah.
pillowy mouthfeel, sweet.
I think it's well made. I don't think there's necessarily anything that quite stands out from the crowded double IPA crowd, but it's well made.
The can.
Yeah.
Solid execution.
Yeah.
Cool
solid
can.
execution.
Pop right the Hitman can.
Yes.
So, Brett, you're up
Brett goes
first.
first.
Oh. Oh.
So much pressure. No.
Under pressure. Pushing down. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Don't quit your day job.
That's why we couldn't get the musical swingers to work.
Aw.
That was good. Continue.
He's like, move on, please.
No, it's more like we've been on the same beer for a while.
Yeah.
All right. 3. I liked it.
Hey! It's like it was constipated.
Yeah.
3!
Well, yeah.
That one turd slipped through.
It was. Tootsie Rolls. Dog wasn't down there to catch it.
I'm going to give it a 3.25. It's good, but it doesn't really set itself apart from the rest of the field.
Yeah, I was going to say it's solid. I was going to go 3.5, so here we are.
All right, 3.25 average. Matt.
Are you just split the difference man today, or what?
Matt.
Yes.
Not that you count, but we still want to know. What would you give it?
I'm probably gonna go a little higher. It sounds like from what I caught than you guys. Just because it was well crafted, it was a decent ABV. It's hard to set yourself apart, but it was just so really well done and a good flavor. I'm gonna go 3.75.
Okay.
And Matt, since I usually say this in the comments to you, You always count to me.
Thank you, Brett.
Get out.
Yes,
Well, as long as I count to somebody.
First guy to ever be banned.
Wouldn't be the first
Is
time
he?
I got banned from somewhere.
No, well, the first guy to ever be banned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sarah Burns got banned before she ever made it on the show.
You can't get banned if you've never been here.
Well, someone will make a
Maybe
difference.
down the Dude, you still have the sunglasses on.
I told you I'm going to wear the entire... This is for Tyler. This is what I do for him.
I already told you to take them off.
No, I'm
I like when you take things off.
Jesus.
That's
Hour
that's
number
after.
2.
All right, this is Thor's Equinox Belgian style dark ale at 9%. This is from Odin Brewing Company out of Tukwila, Washington.
This was
All right, that's all it is.
this was the Myers beer.
Yes.
Fred Myers.
Fred Myers.
Not Meyer.
Myers. Which, oddly, I think is kind of connected to the whole Myers in general.
You spent like this long tangent earlier saying
I know,
that
it's saying it was not.
No, it's not the same as Myers, but I think they are related.
But it's spelled different.
It is. It is.
So how are they
How are they
related?
related?
I don't know. They have a lot of the same branding.
Oh.
They have a lot of the same branding. That's all I'm saying.
Well, because the name's almost identical.
No, like the font and everything. Don't dipshit.
The font.
Well, clearly I know that because I've been there.
So the
Same
font's
branding,
the
that's all
same, so that
means.
makes them related.
Yeah.
Well, oftentimes in corporations, those things are copyrighted, so
Maybe Fred Meyer had it first.
maybe.
That's what she said.
Why is my work phone going off?
Why'd you bring it?
Someone wants a mortgage. No. I know who it is. Someone wants you to go visit her again.
No, that's the work phone.
It's the
Oh.
Yeats guy. Oh my gosh, that looks like so much.
Here, I'll take it back.
No, I'm not complaining. Just
It's a.
You got a little extra, my bad.
looks like a hearty pour.
Well, it's also a bomber.
Okay. I guess.
All right,
Really nice.
so this... Oh, yeah, I already read it. Never mind. There's
What's
nothing
the
else.
ABV?
9.
Ooh.
It's a niner.
And
Niner.
This is a dark ale. You said?
Belgian
Belgian.
dark.
Oh, Belgian dark. Okay.
Yep. So thinking dark candy. Got some of that. Probably got some stone fruit in it. Do my guess.
My wrist went numb there.
It's not the first time.
Not the one that I was turning the can with you for, buddy.
Long weekend.
Yes.
You say long or lone?
From what I heard, you weren't alone. So
Right, I had Tyler the whole time.
I slept in the chair.
big spoon, right?
Not on purpose, but I slept in the chair.
Well, you see, you said earlier he likes it when you get the reach around, so.
Right.
Tyler passed the fuck out.
So that's how you got your reach around. Aw,
Popcorn and crash,
you
man.
were accosted.
Someone tried to accost.
I mean, I'm just gonna say he didn't go to church the next day. I don't know why.
Because he didn't get it at cost.
That's good.
Anyway, so this beer.
I know you see you just randomly bought this, John. Did you see other beers from this brewery or no?
I don't remember.
Okay. So I wonder how hard they're riding this, Nordic theme.
I don't.
That is not good. That is not pleasant.
It's a little rough. And I'm the guy that said I'll drink it.
I mean,
It's
it's not
not
my
that-
favorite, but it's not that bad.
Right. I don't.
Take another sip. Take a little bit bigger
Now,
one.
see, Tyler, this is where you say, "Oh, that's not that bad," and then they give you the look. You're
I'm
like,
just
"No, I saw what I
saying
meant."
Take a bigger one.
There's not much to it. It's just a mass marketed.
The nose is unpleasant. The banana clove is weirdly out of balance. Like, you don't get the normal spice and sweetness. There's very little sweetness to it. It's just spiced with, I don't know, a tanniny finish.
It's just it's a shelf beer. It's just a.
Is the clove kind of that? I don't know. What's the flavor profile of a clove? Because I know we've said that on here. I know what a banana tastes like. I don't know that I've ever bitten into a clove.
Haven't you ever had ham with cloves in them?
Pickle pimento? No.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about.
I don't think I've had that.
Grandma.
You're not missing out.
No.
It can get overdone real quick.
I've had pimento loaf, and I've had olive loaf, and I've had
No,
cheese
so
loaf.
cloves, like,
Mac
they're,
and cheese ain't full of shit.
yeah, these little spice nuggets, basically, is what I like. They're like little spikes. And traditional, like, Christmas hams back in the day, grandmas worldwide would jab these fuckers all over the ham.
Tell me more.
And then,
You're not doing it right. You gotta
not
put your
kinky.
hand
No, just close. Tell me more.
And, you know, when they're
John's all about
baked,
sticking
it
his
brings
meat.
this real harsh spice out. And so you have like a sweet, like honey ham, and this ridiculous,
Punch you in the
harsh,
mouth.
punch you in the face spice. You try to, in your slice of ham, you try to make sure you don't accidentally have like a clove that you bite down on. You always miss one. You take a bite, and it's just like, kind of makes your tongue go numb a little bit, almost like biting into a hopwood.
Yeah.
It causes that like weird like flavors. Your tongue kind of goes numb. You lose a little bit of that sense of taste. Yeah, cloves a rough one.
So is it kind of like a spicy spice or like a cakey spice or somewhere in between?
Take cake spice, multiply it by
Yeah.
about 6, because
Yeah.
clove is usually in like what you would consider cake spice.
Okay, all right, because that's what I'm kind of getting that, but I didn't know if that's what
Yeah.
that. Okay, all right, that helps. Thanks, fat guys.
That one was just this fat guy.
We've been all night though. Splitting our duties.
John and I and our random knowledge tidbits. Can't believe you've never had ham with clove in it.
No, I do want to go buy some more like olive loaf now. It's tasty.
Really?
That has
it's
nothing to
not-
do.
What?
It's all the different loaves of ham and
Oh, Sherry's saying kind of like licorice.
pimento loaf.
Yuck.
Yeah, it can have almost a black licorice type.
She's still watching?
Hard pass.
Isn't it past your
You're
bedtime?
here. Hey, her favorite's here.
Let's say 2 of her shining suns are right here.
Oh no, it's her favorites here. Well, actually, Jeff's usually the favorite.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeff and Kelly had her over for lunch Sunday. You're screwed.
Oh. You can come over for the birthday party.
Just leave your shoes outside.
Yes. Very true. Matt. Can't bring your shoes inside because apparently it calls World War III.
That's pretty damn funny. Nice job, Matt. I'm not a fan. It leaves a weird film on my tongue. The flavors are unpleasant. It's watery.
I wouldn't say it's the best beer, but it's not the worst either. Like it's drinkable. It's a
I like Belgians, and I can't stand this beer.
it's a meh Belgian.
Yeah, it's just a
You're gonna
mass market
You're
shelf.
probably gonna
Belgian.
need your calculator on this one. Is the way it's sounding.
Yeah. All right.
Because I'm giving it.
See the numbers.
I'm giving it a 0.75.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Ethan. Right turn, Clyde.
Can you even read your calculator?
Kind of.
Your dedication's gonna backfire on you, John.
Let's see. Hey, hold up.
Your
You
score,
can
John.
put them on the visor of your hat. And
No, that's
still
half
come
the
up.
problem. Is because he doesn't have his glasses on either.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's the problem.
Maybe the
It's not that
bigger
it's
part of the
dark.
problem.
I just can't see.
How about your script, John?
I don't know at this point.
John, it's your score.
I know. It's not great. It's nothing to write home about. I'm gonna go 2.
I 1.5 because I'm just not a fan. And
So it's a 1.5 average.
I can tell you right now, if somebody handed me this, I'd pour it down the drain.
Really?
That's why I was under a one.
oh, see, I'm a cheap bastard, so I would drink it. But
You know, I got pretzel. No, there's this really weird thing that just happened. So I don't know why there would have been a reflection like hovering like in a Pringle chip kind of around Tyler, but it definitely was on the screen. Like, you know, you take those pictures and you see like a puff of white something in the background that's maybe a goose, some people say. And, like, there's this like light that was doing like the Pringle chip
God.
around the front of Tyler, around his movies almost, really. Like, it was kind of awkward.
movies.
Must have been some,
Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze?
it was some horny dead woman.
Or
I-
Patrick Swayze?
Don't tell my wife that shit.
Like, I was looking around too, like, maybe it's John's phone. John's phone wasn't moving. This thing was doing, like, figure eights. And then I'm like, well, what else could it
That's
be? And
cool. Mark the tape. It's
Yes.
8:29.
I don't know where it was, but I tried rubbing the screen, thinking, nope, that's not it
As long as we
either.
don't tell Jamie, because she'll be convinced there actually
Oh,
was a
she's
ghost.
gonna watch it. She already went to Spirit of
I want to
something.
go see it. I want to see if it shows up on screen.
I mean, if Tyler starts making a clay pot later, we know what happened, right?
Yes.
Aw.
Can we do that movie too?
No. Do you like that?
Only after we do Roadhouse.
How about leather bibs?
I'll pretend to like.
And I'm not excited about Roadhouse. Let the record show.
Why not? Roadhouse is amazing.
The
Better than Face Off.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
Much better than
Roadhouse is a lot less action than everyone remembers it as.
I watched it just
It's a
last
lot-
year. I remember it.
It's a lot more of a love story.
It's a good movie.
Twister's a love story.
Yeah, it is.
Twister's
My
a lot
love of
things.
Twisters.
Dynasty Wolf just jumped on and said, Brett the Threat. That sounds like a story.
Had to be one of Ethan's friends.
Either that or somebody from work.
Who's Dynasty Wolf? Somebody tell us.
Is that on the Twitch?
No, that's on the tubes.
On the tubes.
It's probably somebody from work.
If you've been watching, did you see a ghost wrap its arms around? I really want to know.
I'm telling you, man, like those pictures where like, oh, you see that explain little like fuzzball back there? Like it's like that, but it's like a yellow, like little orby light.
See what
Oh, that's kind of cool.
kind of hope something wrapped around.
I don't know.
It's the most action you've got in months.
It'll be even
No,
weirder
man.
if we like, pull the tape and there's nothing on there. I'm like,
Okay, most I've got.
Sorry to disappoint you, Brett.
Matt, why did you give this score, by the way?
What would you get?
All right, whatever.
Matt!
Matt!
Score the beer!
Matt!
Score it.
eh.
It's a good score.
I don't know. I mean, I would drink it. It's still 9%.
God, you're such an ABV whore.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it doesn't taste bad, it's gonna get me fucked up. Like, it's gonna get me where I want to go. I'll go with 2.
I drink to
We
enjoy
are.
my beer most of the
Here we
time.
are.
Not all the time.
Well, I
but
was saying,
most of
there's
the time.
sometimes I
I
just want
see
to
you
get
drink
drunk.
light beer.
Do you say light beer?
So is this our
Because I don't
last
like
beer?
I'm not sure. No.
Oh, you grabbed that one. Okay. I didn't see
We
it.
got 2 more.
Not bad.
No, maybe 3.
Okay.
Depends on how
I
fast
say
it
it's
is.
8:30.
We're still waiting on our damn glassware!
Only.
Play
So we're still
the
trying
other-
to figure out the whole GIE Expo where we get to go to an actual convention as Two Beerded Guys.
Okay.
Are you going?
I was going to ask you guys about when
Are you going?
I'm gonna force my way to go. Yes,
I'm gonna take that off if I'm gonna
When
like,
is
not
it?
be able to go.
I'm gonna force my way to go.
So are
It'll be
most
fine.
beer fests outsiders or something?
Most wanted you to go.
Most
Why
are
not?
They do
outside.
want me. He does want me to go
How do you force it?
because they're dragging their freaking feet. So somehow, some way.
Most beer fests are outside.
Okay.
Obviously, in Indiana, in the winter, if there's a beer fest, it's not going to be outside.
Right.
Frigid Digits.
Oh, that's true. But Frigid Digits isn't even in the winter anymore.
Well, because
I
you
ain't
know,
going to Frigid
last year.
because it sounds like there's stuff that.
It's actually a lot of fun. But, the Winterfest.
I mean, if you want to be a little classier, they cook on like frigid phalanges. Like, you know, that's fun.
Winterfest is always at the State Fairgrounds. In the Pepsi. Isn't it in the Pepsi building?
It's been a few different places
Coliseum.
over the years, but
Isn't it in the Coliseum usually?
or
Or is it in the building next door?
I don't know which names are which, but I know it's been in the same building the last couple years. Before
Pepsi
that, it was
Coliseum's the one
one-sided.
where they play hockey. Or actually, now it's not even Pepsi Coliseum. It's the Farmers.
I don't know.
No, because
FarmersOnly.com Coliseum. I don't know.
says the guy in the cowboy hat. No,
I
it's,
know what it's called.
I mean, it's not the building with the rink. I think it's
He
more the
only has
tangent
15
building.
Oh, I
dating
gotcha.
profiles, and there's only 10 sites.
Oh shit, Bunny's on! Happy birthday, Bunny! Mouthful,
Happy
mouthful,
birthday,
mouthful.
Mouthful,
Mouthful!
Mouthful.
I appreciate you being on here, but I don't know why you are. Get off this TV show and enjoy your birthday. Have a mouthfeel.
Happy 35th birthday, Bunny.
And,
She loves you right now.
also, Dynasty Wolf says, who would win in a one-man MMA match? Ethan versus Brett. Strong answer is only Brett. Does that
Told
help
you it
you
was one
out?
of his friends.
Probably one of his friends, or probably Brett. You would.
No, it's Ethan.
Both? First of all, this thing called dad strength. All right, no matter how big boy you are,
There
There's
is.
Dad.
That
And how old is Ethan? He's 21, right?
21.
There's 21 years of resentment built up in Brett's life.
Here's a funny segue to.
is that where you get your
some
dad
stuff.
strength from? Is just the years of resentment?
That's where the yes, yeah,
So,
That's fair.
that is dad strength.
so the funny thing about, give you another little tidbit on Tyler.
Oh, Jesus.
So whenever we would upset Tyler, or he would get angry with us when he
Every
was
day,
little,
every moment.
Ah, fuck.
and he would be, whether it be
Tell me you tugged on his
upset.
balls.
We still like piss on something.
No, this is all him. He would do a thing where, think about an ostrich burying their head in the sand. That's what this one would do. So you'd walk around the corner when somebody yelled at him, and all you'd see is his bare ass sitting up in the air because he got mad because somebody yelled at him. So he would stick his head on the floor and have his ass sitting straight up in the air.
Why was your ass bare though, dude?
Well, I mean, I probably got yelled at for not having clothes on.
Right.
I was known for running around naked.
Yep. Out of the bath. Go.
I don't like clothes very much. That is fair.
So, yes. So, anytime he would get in trouble, it would be, I'm going to cry and I'm going to stick my head in the sand. And so we'd walk around the corner. My brother and I would walk around the corner in the dining room and see Tyler's head on the carpet and going, "What'd you yell at him for this time, Mom?" And then he'd be crying, and then it'd be, "Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler." And then, or if we would yell at him, he would bury his head, and then we would get in trouble for yelling at him.
Well, yeah, shouldn't have yelled at me, assholes.
So as
Sounds
much
like
as
you're
he
the
says,
the most asshole involved in the story.
I was fucking 13 and 14 years younger than them.
I think he said 13 years old. At that point, you
Put my head in the sand and
no,
my bare ass
yeah.
in the air.
At that point, you
I mean,
are
at 29, he still buries
eating
his
a
head in the
pillow
sand.
when you get mad.
I was saying, I'm going to really try to piss Tyler off tonight.
Oh, I don't do that.
You could.
All right, so this is Humble
You want
Forgers.
It'd be kind of funny to see.
Grown-ass man.
Grown-ass man with his head down.
Humble
Bare ass
Forger, this is
Waiting for his
Voyager's,
reach around.
this is Voyager's Getaway.
Big spoon.
Imperial Pastries Porter.
He's so
Marshmallow,
trying to move on.
marshmallow, vanilla beans, cocoa nibs, and coconut.
I mean, have you seen that ass?
It's my best asset.
I have actually. I saw this past
Did you say that or dat? I mean, I believe
I saw either.
It was a couple weekends
I
ago.
saw it within the last 9 days.
I believe it's pronounced
Longer than that.
dat-ass.
You
No,
saw it when we were in Hobbs and Coaster Drops.
Yeah, that was just
The
slightly
past
over a
9
week.
days.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, that was just last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Back-to-back beer fest. Whew.
Oh.
That's taking a toll. I can't wait to not do anything this weekend.
Agreed.
I'll probably be getting drunk with baseball coaches.
I'm gonna tell
or
everybody
Airbnb.
I'm gonna tell like people in Ohio that I'm
This
busy
weekend.
over here. I'm gonna tell people over here that I'm
They're
going to
like,
Ohio.
half the
I'm sitting
ice
down. I'll let them
cream
talk. I'm gonna just sit at home and not do anything.
All right, so again, this is Humble Forgers. Humble Forgers, Voyager's Getaway. Imperial Pastry Porter, marshmallows, vanilla beans, cocoa nibs, and coconut. A well-built structure of specialty malts float atop a bed of flavors reminiscent of vanilla cream-filled chocolate cake. Covered with marshmallows and coconut.
God damn it!
Coconut from Indonesia, vanilla from Papua New Guinea, and cocoa
need a
nibs
button
from
for that.
Uganda will ripple across your palate from this Imperial Pastry Porter. Take an adventure with us by visiting humbleforger.com.
Peas. It's all peas, man.
As long as it doesn't taste like pee.
Okay, I can handle that.
Nose is weaker than I expected.
But it says, thanks guys, and sorry she missed hour one. Aw, you don't need to apologize for
Yeah.
anything. Enjoy your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy 35th.
Mouthfeel.
Happy 35th mouthfeel.
I mean, if you're gonna watch,
Mouthful.
you got a whole hour one to make up for.
So there is hardly any carb to this.
Oh, it's
No.
flat.
It
at
is.
all.
I mean,
I think this is a porter, not a stout, right? Is it a porter disguised like a stout?
It's a thick body.
Yeah. Syrupy.
But is that bad?
No, I mean those are all can be traits of the style of beer,
it's
and
more-
even with a dark brown, with the porter, with a stout, you're not going to carb it to the levels as you will other styles. But there's
We're-
no carb on this.
We're going to play the game.
I can't get it
Didn't you say it already?
to full.
I never
up.
said the ABV.
Oh.
We're going to play the game.
I was going to ask you, and you're...
And you knew?
No,
You
I
know?
knew now. I was looking for it. 'cause
I
couldn't
knew
find
now. Please say that.
it. Matt, first guess.
I know we've had some stuff from these guys. I don't know if we've ever had anything like, the dark strong stuff from them. So
No, we've had a lot of like fruited shit from them.
yeah. I imagine I could probably. I'm gonna go 12.
That sounds awful high.
It sounds awful high, but I think it's gonna be
I'll go
smooth.
9-1.
Because if Ty's playing this game,
If we're going to meet in the middle, I'm going 10.
So when I took a drink, I thought it tasted pretty harsh, which is why I immediately was like, man, what the fuck's the ABV? And one of you did get it right on the button. Unfortunately, it's fucking Matt. It is a 12% ABV.
let's go.
Because every time I take a sip, I keep... before I even get the flavors, it hits you...
Took me that long to find it. Sorry.
It hits you with the ABV right away.
It's not the first time I said that, Brett. Won't be the last either.
So yeah, it is a 12.
Story your weekend?
No. Funny story. Not.
We'll definitely need a rinse after that.
Took too long to find it. That's why.
He couldn't find his microscope.
Oh, poor thing.
Ouch.
6.
I was gonna say.
1 foot.
If he's gonna watch his show one time and go,
Let the record show I'm not the nephew in this situation. I don't know if we've ever really clarified that I'm not directly related to anyone on the show, but I am not.
Everybody at every beer fest always thinks John and I are brothers.
Every time.
What with beards, you know?
White, fat, bearded.
Yeah, I mean,
Checks out.
Matt does check out. Chris Stream and I get that like 9 times out of 10 we go out in places too. Are you guys related? Like what? Because we're white and got beards?
No, I would just assume you were married.
That's not related. That's married.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't assume you're like related. I would assume you're married.
I mean, I would even take that, but no one ever goes out. They think we're brothers, like, every time. I look at him, and he looks at me like, yeah?
Who rates first on this? You do? I do.
Okay, can I ask before you rate? I'm not a coconut fan. I don't know. You guys don't mind coconut so much.
I didn't even notice any coconut.
I was gonna say, I think if it's there, it's just more like more of a toasted flavor than a coconut.
I'm not a coconut fan.
So I'm pretty okay with this actually on that front. Like,
So this is one of those odd ones where, like, the gimmicks work pretty well. Although we just discussed coconut, but I don't think coconut was supposed to be a prominent flavor. I think it was just it'd be a nice rounding out sort of flavor. I mean, the vanilla's good, the cocoa's good. Like, there's like the gimmicks are done pretty well. The actual beer making part of it's not my favorite.
Are you kidding me?
So I think it's over syrupy, overly sweet. It's not. It needs a little bit more carburation. I'm going to
Carburation?
go. Yeah,
Wait,
carburation.
You gonna put a Holly 4.4 on that thing or what?
You know what? That's daytime job and evening job combined, and had a baby.
Holly Dominator needs to go on that thing.
Started like a lawnmower.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
The carburation on this.
Write that
Yeah.
one down. We gotta figure out
Carburation.
that somewhere, Tyler.
So 3.5. 3.5. I can't see. I can't speak. It's fine.
It's the sunglasses, but those help.
They're good looking.
It's the flannel.
Hey, those are good looking sunglasses.
I love those.
That you can find at yeetsofficial.com. Use the code COACHTD for 10% off your Yeets merchandise.
And if you spend at least $100, you get free shipping.
That's
like 3 pairs of glasses.
Well, there's a 3-pair. You can get a 3-pack for $80
yeah.
for Christmas gifts, and then buy yourself a pair that you want.
There's the sport
You
ones.
get 10% off, so that's $10 off and free shipping at that point.
Damn straight.
There's the sport ones, and then there's also the casual ones that I'm gonna get.
There's some good looking glasses.
I have at least 2 more pair that I want, and then Brooklyn wants a pair.
I want the pair that's similar, like a crossbreed of aviators.
They've got the ones with the visor things
Yep.
on the side that I want.
They definitely had one that looked like it was like a 1980s Trapper Keeper. Like I was like, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the zigzag. Did you see those?
I saw the
Were
Might
the
be,
ear?
we might be talking about the same
Yeah,
thing.
all right. Where the earpiece was straight up zigzag. I thought that's what you were talking about, but I wanted to make
I
sure.
like those white frames.
no,
Oh yeah,
those were the Vons.
the old purple ones.
the all purple look really cool. Like I don't think I can pull that off, but those look
Yeah,
cool.
that was the whole reason I didn't want those.
Yep.
My cotton candies I like.
Cotton candy is what I think Brooklyn should get.
I do too.
Definitely a joke there, right?
Probably somewhere in there.
I mean,
But
it's
there's
low
good
hanging fruit
glasses.
to make fun of him liking the cotton candy style.
I
but-
still want some Pit Vipers too, but I like these. I'm happy with these.
And for like what, $40?
Yeah.
It's hard to complain, right?
Hard to complain.
Yeah,
Or
one
in
of
my
the
case,
bum-
I got both of mine for $40.
Speaking of pet virus, that Stefan wasn't at the Loggers and Lawrence because I wore like my big freaking Oakleys to compete with him, and he wasn't there. I was like, son of a bitch.
He'd have been there if he'd had Yeets.
Now I also because
We
I
haven't even
knew
finished scoring.
you told me about this
Yeah.
these sunglasses, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna order some contacts too, just so I can wear sunglasses some more.
All right, so
I can see them.
what are you rating that one?
Not a coconut fan, but didn't taste it very much. So in my head, that's a penalty. From based on what you guys say, what's on the can should be in the can.
Unless you're John or me.
Yeah, and so for me, it's gonna be about I'd say 2.
Figured it out, guys. It was a gnat. It wasn't a reflection. Or a ghost.
2. Damn.
I'm just
Wow.
not a fan of it.
All right.
I mean, I'm not either, but I'm not like,
Wolf.
yeah.
I won't buy it again.
No, that's the score. It's the score.
The funny thing is, that was my most anticipated one.
Damn, Jesus.
We're gonna regret some beer.
I'm giving it 2.5.
Actually, I think Brett's just not allowed back on the show because we haven't had a bad night of beer like this in a while.
Wow.
No, you should have me back so I can have a good night.
If you come back and we have 2 bad beer nights, then you're booted.
Fair enough. I'll
3.5. You said 2.5?
3.5, 2.5,
I
2.
mean, at that point, you're the lowest common denominator, right?
So 2.2.
2.75.
75.
Yeah.
You guys get him a what? Collectively?
2.75.
God,
Where would you go with it?
not that bad.
I was at a 3.5, so.
Okay, all right.
I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah. I'm kind of more with John on this one. Like, I could argue that being DUI shelf worthy.
No. I noticed that alcohol right away. It's the whole reason we played the game.
I don't know. John went with a. Would you?
And you guessed-
thought a
I was a
niner?
9.1.
And
Yeah.
you guessed on the dot at 12.
It wasn't that I thought that's where it was, taste wise. I just thought like that's where it was going to wind up because you tend to do that with higher ABV stuff.
I'm just not a coconut person.
Well,
so for me,
Pink wax.
There is dual nose because you know like you said, Brett. Like all right, it's on the can, it's not in the can, but I don't like it, so I don't want it in the can.
it's a lot of things
Finding-
going on that
Finding that balance, it is thick and kind of viscous. To quote John, but I kind of like that thicker body.
in case they're still watching, the mouthfeel didn't do much for me.
There's a lot of this. It's more like a stout than a porter. Like I think it's a stout
Digging
trying to
into it.
pretend to be a porter.
Aw,
As thick as this wax is, I was thinking maybe I could.
Yeah.
You could what?
you could what?
What could you do?
Jigga
With
what?
that thick wax.
Jigga who?
Jiggles.
I'm just gonna peel wax.
No, I'm with you.
That's what I'm just gonna peel wax.
Just keep up the good work, buddy. Look at you getting that forearm workout, and you're gonna be ready for later.
I'm always ready
You
for
can't
later.
comment on that unless you. Never mind.
And it's still.
Still basically ended up where it was. All of that for nothing.
That's what she said.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
I mean, you have a knife, right? Don't
There's
you
some
go-
nice color swirl in the wax.
don't I need to go to my truck and get the pliers again?
Probably. No. No.
That was for the sign, not for anything weird like you people were thinking.
You people.
What do you mean by you people?
I know.
I don't know what weird uses could it be put to, Matt?
Pliers can be used for a lot of things, so I'm just
Tell me
beating you
more.
guys to
Tell
any
me more.
jokes.
Tell me more.
Hey,
Tell me more. Tell me more.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? If Tyler were to be like, you know, he wanted some we'll say maybe some nipple play or something.
Okay.
Pliers
Oh,
can-
you would have pliers and you'd be ready for him.
I would not. I have pliers. I would not be ready for him.
White bread's not as white bread as we thought.
No, he is. Just because I have a multi-tool in my truck doesn't mean I'm down.
But he's prepared to
He has
be
a
in it.
multi-tool but doesn't carry it with him all the time.
Damn straight.
Or use it.
We never
only a
used it. We've
single
already
tool.
established this.
Jesus.
I don't wonder.
Aw, you poor thing.
Don't you normally do this ahead
So-
of time to be prepared?
It's normally not this.
It's great.
It's not just this thing.
riveting.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's great wax.
This is the real life drama that is Two Beerded Guys right here.
Jesus Christ.
So to segue into this, the other part that got me in trouble was when I had Tyler over at my house. When I just moved out.
Oh. Yeah, tell that story. That's
Hey,
what's
we
happening.
got
All right. So we started off the other hour with a story of how I got in trouble because of Tyler. This is the other part to this. So
This wasn't my fault.
It's also his fault.
Did you bury your head in the couch later with your ass up?
No, but he might have because he did get in trouble at our house. But so I just moved out and we had just decided that, hey, I decided and my now wife decided, hey, why don't we have Tyler over and he can stay the night with you? And it was me and Jeff, our other brother, and we were all gonna just hang out with Tyler and have a good time and have him stay at our place.
The shittiest of houses.
Wait.
Well, at the time.
You can just hang out with Tyler and have a good time?
Well,
I was little.
Well, let's just say this. It ended up, yes, all of us had a good time. When I say the older people had a good time.
I mean, I had a fucking blast.
Well, we ended up, I go pick him up with Jamie and come back to the house and realize that there's a lot more people than just me and my brother and Jamie, who my mom had met at the time. We now have a party going on at my house.
Did Tyler invite all his friends or what?
AKA shittiest house ever.
Yes. Oh, it was bad. It was. You guys, yeah, there was a lot.
Their total rent was like $300.
It's $175.
places.
Nuh-uh. It was $175.
Oh my bad. Total.
We split between two guys. Between me and my Jeff, we split $175.
Not each.
Nope.
I was gonna say split or you
I was gonna
each,
say that's like $350.
Nope.
No.
which is still
Split.
cheap shit.
Yeah.
Split. Shotgun apartment, 1 bedroom. I lived in the living room with a futon.
It was over by Muncie Lanes.
Split what?
And, no, Liberty Bowl.
Oh, Liberty. It was by Liberty.
Tomato potato.
Yeah.
7th Street and Liberty.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, party going on.
Anyway, so I bring Tyler home. There's now 5 people there, which turns into 10, which turns into Tyler go to bed in the other room, which you can't because it's a shotgun apartment,
1 bedroom.
1 bedroom.
Live in the living room with a futon.
Yep. A bunch of people in the house.
I may or may not have told Mom when I got home how late Brett let me stay up
Yep.
and how many people were over.
Yep.
Because I was so excited because a lot of the people that came over were people I'd known since they were in high school.
Yep.
So they were like people I loved, like people that I basically grew up around. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta see.
He goes right home and
I gotta
tells
see Chris.
everybody.
I gotta see Kyle. I gotta see
I got to see Kyle. And there was a bunch of girls there too that I didn't know. But I met them.
And I learned about boobs.
Oh, and yeah.
I was gonna joke.
And Brett let me stay up till 3:30.
Oh, God. And he let me stay there. And when he took Jamie home, and I got to stay there with everybody. Oh, fuck. Mom.
I was bragging about how cool my big brother was.
Yeah.
It was
you had a
great.
time.
Because I'm the one that invited him over. Jeff wasn't, so I'm the one that got in trouble.
I was bragging about how cool my big brother was and how awesome like how much fun it was. I thought it was fun.
On the flip side,
It
Brett
was
had to talk to your mom like, let me start my 3-part apology by saying,
It was the first lesson in the great term that we have now coined. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to.
Yeah, it is.
That was the first lesson was
We have
to
now
him.
learned. Yeah, we've now learned.
Yes.
All right, so this is by Revision 2021 Finite Madness Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. Revision is out of Sparks, Nevada. Aged in Woodford Reserve barrels. This release is velvety, viscous, and rich with dark chocolate and roasty coffee notes.
first of all, you mispronounced that as biscuit.
And of course, delicious vanilla, caramel, and oak
I was saying
character.
that caramel notes are strong.
Finite Madness comes in at 55 IBU and Matt.
It drinks a lot smoother than it is. I'm going to tell you that. I don't know what it is, but I know it's not as harsh as it drinks.
Got that nice, even though I haven't tasted it yet, I just keep smelling it. But it reminds me of those chocolate bars from the fundraiser with the caramel in it.
Yeah.
13-1.
That's what that reminds me of.
Flavor won't disappoint you too much.
You're a jerk because I heard you say coffee and I'm enjoying this.
Dude, I hate coffee, but I love coffee stouts.
It's creamy.
So good. The ABV tastes like it's decent, and I know what it is, but I'm going to be honest. If I'm guessing, if I wouldn't have known, I'd probably give it an 8.5. And you know what's even better is if I really wanted to dick with you guys, that's exactly what the ABV is. Because that'd just be fun.
That would be fun, but it's not.
I know that.
Oh, I do. I know Revision well enough to know.
I'm going to do that to you guys.
Well,
one
this
day
being
now.
a base barrel-aged stout from Revision.
Bourbon barrel, you said, right?
Yes, Woodford's.
Yeah, dude, this thing smells gnarly, and then you drink it, you're like, oh, it's so smooth.
If you had no idea who made it and just took a sip,
that's what
this
tipped me
thing's
off.
dangerous.
Because
That's
listened
where
to
I'm
you.
at. Because I have no idea.
This thing's dangerous. You coming up with something over there?
Are we guessing ABV?
Yeah,
Yeah, he gets 13.1.
Oh, he has 13.1.
the right number.
I know I am low on this, but it tastes like a 10.4.
Good buddy.
That's what I was thinking. Brett?
You are dressed like you're on Letterkenny.
This is my Halloween outfit.
That's a show you would like.
I want to watch it.
I do not like it, but it is right up your fucking alley.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
Although I will say, I watched a couple episodes from the most recent season recently.
There's a show
that
on-
randomly, like, I don't remember why I watched it, but
There's a show
I
on-
laughed more than I had, so I'm thinking about giving it another
Yeah,
shot.
give it another shot.
There's one of those docs on
Guess your ABV first.
13.
Is the Wild Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?
He's
No,
really
it's-
bad at Price is Right.
Somebody got it directly on top again. And it was Brett Pittsburgh at 13 on the dot.
I was over my point one.
Fuck you, Brett.
Yeah, I'm just making fun of him about how bad he
$1,
is.
you motherfucker.
He did not $1 you.
You Price is Right, son of a bitch.
Nailed that.
That's right, bitch.
I
It
still
was
would have been
aged
over, but
for
God,
16 months.
that was so fucking close.
That's funny as shit. Matt, you're on top of it
I'm
today.
2 for 2 tonight, yeah.
I mean, you're not. Cause
First
Brett got
time
that
for
one.
everything.
I'm very rarely on top of, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Are you
checks out.
on bottom?
Or that, yeah.
Behind.
Or big or little.
No, I'm usually little.
Yeah, dick jokes.
6 inches, right?
1 foot. I will never let him live that down.
Dude, this is so DUI shelf.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd say it's borderline DUI shelf.
Not borderline. If you didn't read the bottle and didn't know where it was from,
And
would
we're-
you guess this is over 10%?
So watching this show,
I mean, I said 8.5
I
because I was
said
trying
it
to.
tastes like 10-4.
let me.
I'd say between 9 and 10 is where I'd guess.
So to answer Matt's question, the only reason I kind of guessed higher is because I know I've watched this show now. To know what it looks like and what it would taste like and things like that. But in the big picture,
that's
this
smooth
is
as hell.
I would consider it DUI shelf because
Yeah.
it is.
It's
If I
very
drink-
smooth.
If we went to a bar and you go, here, drink this, we're gonna have a good time. I'm like, oh fuck, you're driving home.
And I know Old Rasputin's a solid 10 on standard style across the board. This drinks smoother to me than Old Rasputin.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
It smells a little harsher, but it drinks smoother.
I don't think it
And
smells harsh.
and even, well, it smells like it's stronger than it
It
tastes.
smells a little bit like a Woodford barrel.
You're getting a lot of the barrel on the nose, for sure. You're getting a lot of that barrel nose, but on the flavor, it's just creamy and
I just get all
smooth.
caramel from this.
It's so good.
It is delicious. This is their base, right? You said the base barrel?
I believe it's just their base in a barrel.
Here's what pisses me off about it.
Because that label behind me,
Nothing?
the label behind
No,
me
is
is
he says it's coffee and I
same
hate coffee.
vintage.
Oh.
No, I didn't say it was
No.
coffee. It gives you hints of roasty coffee because of the roast and stuff like
Okay.
that.
But there's not coffee in it.
No.
Okay.
This is just their stout, barrel aged. And the reason I say I believe it's just their base is because when you compare it to the label behind, same year, same style, same stout, that one has adjuncts, this one does.
Yep.
Makes sense. That checks out.
The gimmicks,
The gimmicks.
some would say.
But no, I would say though, if you said this is 10-4, we were like what, under 10 and over, 10 is kind of the DUI shelf stuff. So this, if it doesn't get there, it barely misses.
Oh, yeah. It's real good. I could see you saying it is. I could see you saying it isn't. But it is. They're dead on
delicious.
at that velvety
Oh my
viscous.
god. So,
Hey, nice lacing on the even a
beautiful.
dirty glass.
Dirty glass.
Now that spotty lacing that tells you it's a dirty glass.
that's an amazing.
But the
quality.
fact that it's still lacing
Yeah.
without being oily, it does have some viscosity to it.
But not oily, like you said.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
a
God.
tasty beer, very velvety mouthfeel.
for Bunny.
It cracks me up. We went from just a mediocre night with some really beers, couple solid ones, but for the most part some meh beers to, and that ball's going off the reservation.
Is that Triple Tyler? You made
We
it. Made
finished.
it
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
like-
That is Snickers, Tyler.
No, I never hit one of those. I hit a triple. My fat ass hit a triple and never hit a home run. Played baseball my whole fucking life.
That was at the Sportsplex too.
That was a decent shot I hit there. Yeah. I'm still
Brett
fucking
gets to rate this first.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of savor this one for a little while, boys.
know.
Like that's.
Jesus.
I'm not.
We've had a few revision stouts, and if this is their more base one, I might be more happy with this than the other ones that we've had.
This is my favorite I've had by them.
We've had a lot of them from them, and they've
Not
all been,
a lot, but we've
enough,
had... Yeah.
and they've all been pretty solid, but this one I think might kind of be
They're
their-
slowly creeping up my must-buy list.
Yeah.
Still not top 10, but they're getting there.
Yeah, they're working up. They're doing good things. Sorry, Brett.
No, you're good.
He's okay with the stall right now.
Well, you still got to work on your carburetor. That'll fix your stalling problem.
Yeah. You fix the carburetor, then it's not going to stall out.
I love it.
There might be some
I
debris in the
You
car.
step shield right there too. You're like, there might be some, debris.
so
Debris.
I started off the first beer of the night being too descriptive, so I'm gonna cut it short.
Oh,
This is 4.5 for me. I'll drink it for days. I'm gonna.
Sometimes when you nail it, Brett.
Brett's just like, I'll drink it for days. Yeehaw!
Eastbound and down.
Rolling.
I want to switch their hats.
Fuck you.
Don't you dare touch the Stetson.
Like I said, it's kind of fun sitting back. I didn't realize how far back
4 or 5.
guests sat.
4.5. I was bouncing between it and a 4.75. Somebody could go as high
I
as a
love
5 and
how
I
you
wouldn't
put it
even
in the
argue.
calculator. That's the most easiest math ever. I don't know if anybody's ever called you out on it.
Well, because John's gonna fuck it up.
Jesus.
John's about to give us a 2-2.
Yeah, he's gonna be something squirrely
Oh,
over there.
yeah.
Squirrely John.
I do nothing but like praise it.
John.
I'm like, it's my favorite candy bar of all time. Like,
And then all of a sudden he
Carlo
gives it a
fundraiser, it's
1.5.
Yeah, no. So
Snickers.
this to me does boil down to more personal flavor preferences.
Yeah.
And this hits my personal favorite notes. So it is a 5 for me.
That's what I'm saying. It really,
I'm not mad at that.
it doesn't shock me somebody gave it a 5. Honestly, I thought Brett might.
I was there, but in my head I was like, I don't want to be that guy. But
No, I'll be that guy. Like, once again,
Is it a 5 for you, Brett?
yes.
Okay, so change the scores.
Do you want to split the difference? 4.75.
Because he was first, he got nervous.
That's fine.
I did.
That's fine.
it's 4.75. So it's all 12 same.
But he got nervous because he was first, so.
I did.
So that's 2 5s, and then I ruined it with a 4.5.
You big jerk.
It just didn't quite hit my
Tingles.
4.75 or higher. It just missed. It was very, very,
It's
very
like you
good.
guys
It's one of my
say-
favorite base stouts we've had.
Yeah.
It's like you guys say, when you get this high, it becomes a more personal.
Oh, anything above
Absolutely.
4.5 is absolutely like, it's gotta be not only a really well made beer, but has to
Where
hit
do
you in the tingles.
So I guess that would be the
Get your
question.
tingles on your tongues.
Itch you in the tingles.
That would become a, where did you get that, and can you get me more?
So we got that off of Tabor.
Yeah.
They pop up pretty frequently, actually.
They haven't popped up in the last couple
really?
months, which has been weird.
touche.
How's that crate going?
Oh, it's already done, thank God.
That's a quick month.
No, luckily, well, mine it was only 2 weeks for me. The next shipment was like 2 weeks after when I started. They're like, it gave me the option of which one I wanted to do, and I was like, sooner. Motherfucker, I had to.
I'm mad about it, but I understand
I
it.
only spent
Yeah.
$100 overall between the shipping and the.
That's not
But
bad.
I got good bang for my buck. John and I went over, and I was able to get those like 6 Oktoberfest beers for like $30. I was able to get like 6 of that other package for like $28.
But we have another 903 coming because it's part of a package.
Okay, I thought we swore them off.
But it's
right?
an Oktoberfest.
So then we can definitely like put a bow on that. But like you guys are.
Oh
done.
no, I wouldn't have ordered it. I wouldn't have ordered it if it was on its own. There's no chance in hell.
Yeah, we're getting one just because it was part of it.
Watch,
But
they
I-
totally come back and redeem themselves.
Well, that's
like-
what we're laughing about. The brewery known for like hype fruited beers that we can't fucking stand.
No, we had stouts. We had golden stout. Like all the shit I brought back from Texas before they were on Tavor. I had a spread of
forgot
different
about
stuff,
yours,
and we didn't
yeah.
like
True.
any
Forgot
of
about
them.
his. But how funny would that be if they like nail a fucking Oktoberfest
Right?
after all the shit? That's the one they nail.
Oh my god. Doubtful, but okay.
Yeah.
I'd still rate it poorly just because
unlikely.
I couldn't like. They're like losing a point just by being named 903 at this point.
Yeah, like 903, like your ceiling on 903 is like a 0.75.
For some reason,
I was thinking a 2.5 was their ceiling, but
like Texas has some good beer. Like, why is 903 such a big deal? Sorry, 903. Not sorry.
I mean, Shinerbach.
Do better.
Indiana has great beer, but why is 450 such a big deal?
That's at least hype beer. Well, okay.
So is
903.
903.
All right, Tyler. Okay, all right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, that has been the end of the show. But guess what we still have to do? It is time for Beer of the Night. Matt, you are always first. What is it, my man?
I do always finish first, don't I?
Well, when you're the only one in the room, it's not hard.
Or is it? There we go.
Just you and a
Did
song.
he just...
I started to, and I was like, wait, I got a button for it. So, yeah, you almost got a double rim job. Shot.
Helps sometimes, Matt.
All I know is
Just telling you.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Lord, have mercy.
since I was not asked, I'm going to give my answer. This would be a 4.75 for me on this revision. That's a really strong beer. That's almost competing like with the River North stuff, like on quality of what they're doing.
That was
with this.
good.
This is really damn good. And on that, and what we had for the rest of the night, this is my beer of the night. Is the revision. This is how you do a stout. This is really good. Keep this up, revision.
Really
Keep
well
doing
done.
more. I want more of this.
Nothing like a hat change.
Yeah.
John's
wardrobe change.
I'm surprised you could see that far to get it.
John's changing more than fucking Axel did at the goddamn Guns N' Roses concert.
You know what? Too soon. Some of us didn't get a free ticket to that.
I mean, I got 2 free tickets to it.
But we got to see Coheed and
I
Cambria.
will flip this table
And
now.
Primus.
And this.
I didn't
feed
take him either.
Real
Big
damn
Van
quick.
Beaver?
Hey, I didn't take him
Primus?
either. He was pissed.
Yeah.
Did they
Primus
sing
was
it?
Did they play Big Brown Beaver?
Yes, they did.
They did not.
Sure did.
They did not play John the Fisherman.
Why no one's got a Big Van Beaver?
And she strokes it all the time.
Not a good band. Anyway,
It doesn't matter. The one song.
No, the lyrics are, it's an acquired taste, but the skill level that they possess
Oh,
is very high.
beer of the night.
Oh, revision.
Beer of the night.
That one. Revision. Done.
Tyler,
Over
what
with.
weird thing are you going to pick so you don't have to agree with us?
Well, I have 2 different ones.
It's beer of the night, not beers.
Well, the problem is I like the one that I rated the lowest at the beginning of the night. That one is amazing. Revision.
He's talking about Energy City that at the beginning of the night that he liked.
That was a solid
Is
entry.
that the one
but
you liked?
No, I'm talking about the one I said most anticipated.
Oh, okay.
oh.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to end up going with Pineapple Shake. Just because I had high hopes for Revision.
I'll give you
I knew that was going to be
this kind
solid.
of, that expectation
I knew
level
the
we've talked
floor.
about, yeah.
The floor of this was like a 3.5. You know,
Yeah.
they could almost phone it in and get a 3.5. Is the way they make their
They're
beers.
good, yeah.
That Pineapple Shake had been sitting around a while. Had some different flavors. Some of those lactose IPAs
We had the orange creamsicle from them before, and it was kind of meh.
and some of those
Wasn't bad, wasn't great.
some of those lactose IPAs have been. So that was one of those where it was like I had very low expectations, and it did well. We gave it a 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, the best beer of the night, like the actual best beer, was this one. But my beer of the night has to go to the Pineapple Shake.
That's what you like.
Yeah, I gotta go with like when one beer made me forget everything else that came before it.
Yep.
We got the best beer of the night.
That's what it was.
Thanks, guys, for watching. This has been a hell of a lot of fun. I'm glad my brother finally was able to make it on the show.
I am now on screen, Brett, instead of off screen, Brett.
Brett, thank you for coming.
It was
There's only one off screen.
phrasing. Don't we do phrasing in this group anymore?
Seriously, phrasing's dead in this group. It is, isn't it? It is.
It is. There's only one off screen, and it is Matt.
Thank you.
Brett can stop being jealous of his son now that he's also been on the show.
He was the first.
Firstborn?
Yes. There we go.
You got anything?
No. It's a great time, boys.
Pit Vipers.
Pit Vipers. Yeet.
Yeet.
Whoa.
I am
Yeets.
Do not insult the Yeets.
Sorry.
And here's the thing.
It's just a general style.
No matter what they say,
It's like Kleenex.
I was the firstborn.
It's fair.
Fair.
Jeff's the favorite, so.
Yep.
Brett came first.
I came first.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
But dog being cute.
With us today,
Tyler's older brother, the
Brett.
better one.
And,
Brett.
and behind the camera, the one, the only, he's wearing an ugly ass hat.
Oscar and only child.
Have a good one, guys.
Lucky bastard.